What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
Only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
Hello, and welcome to the Headliners. I'm Mikey.
And I'm not Mikey.
Jesus Christ. You just can't go. There's always that one sheep. You know what I'm saying? He could walk with all the rest of the sheep. But he wants to go that way. Is he going to walk with them? No. He thinks he's funny. He's the funny sheep.
And I'm Mark.
Got his ass. What now, Marky Poo?
That'll teach him.
That'll teach Marky Mark. Hi, everybody. How you doing? How was your weekend? I hope you got some rest. I got some rest. I just got out the shower. I'm over here smelling good. I got my retro shirt on.
Oh.
Woo. I'm feeling it. Feeling it. We have a great show for you today. Nothing bad happened. All good news.
Yeah, no. All good things. It only gets better. It only gets better. It's a fucking shit show out there.
Every fucking day they do some more dumb shit.
I mean,
every day.
Like, not to get into it too much, but this ain't a clip, but that's the average price of gas in this country.
Are we winning yet?
Is this winning? Man, Brenna out there in California is paying $6.13 a gallon.
She about to be going to work on a drone. All right, since we're not really all the way started, maybe I can try to find it. But I can tell you right now, there is one dude that the United States government is hunting down right now. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was out in California. And I'm like, oh, y'all done messed up. Homeboy done solved the secret sauce. Hold on now. Hold on. Oh, is this him? This might be him. Yeah. All right, real quick. Yo, homeboy has unlocked the Mountain Dew formula. He's cracked the Dew code.
The Dew.
All
Man,
right.
is he powering his car with Mountain Dew? Because that's fucking crazy.
Check him out. He's got a little bit of land. Those are his solar panels.
Oh, I've seen this.
Here's his power conditioner.
Yep.
And
there's
there's his Rivian.
Mm-hmm.
Which he pays $0.00 every month to drive around as much as he wants.
So I don't remember if I saw this in like an Instagram reel or like a clip on the news, but this dude got picked up for he's like, I'm off the grid and I power my car with electricity from my house.
From the friggin' sun. Who'd have thunk it? The sun. That crazy little ball we love so much. The sun.
Because they were talking about the price of gas and how it's only gonna go higher. Like we're gonna see $5 a gallon as an average in the country. And I think it was Chris Hayes was talking about how people are gonna start looking for alternatives.
Yeah, maybe that is where I saw it. But yeah, this is him. There you go. Completely powers his Rivian off fucking sunlight. Because duh, everyone. Duh. It's only 1,000,000 times bigger than Earth. If only we could find some way to power our devices. What could we try? Next
we'll be seeing people building wind farms powering their fucking vehicles with wind farms.
Yo, when are we going to get tidal energy off the ground? I feel like we should be done with this. Between volcanoes and waves, we should be able to power this fucking dirt ball we live on.
McKinnon says, how selfish, draining the sun of its natural resources for his own liberal agenda.
That's
For
right.
horrible people.
That's right.
Well, speaking of horrible people, let's say hi to the chat. That was a terrible segue. That was a terrible segue.
Yo, I don't know. Here at the Bin Podcast Network, we do not speak for, or Tim does not speak for us. All ideas and claims made by the host are not reflected by the management of the Bin Podcast Network.
I will say that I respect us because we don't do disclaimers.
No, because we don't fucking plan on lying.
And
If people are throwing out fucking disclaimers, that's so that they can fucking lie by omission. That's all that is.
some other shows out there, they're like, oh, well, we're going to put up a disclaimer so that you can't yell at us for things that we say. We don't really stand behind what we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I was like if you don't think that like what we say, no one can really refute because it's not really us saying it. We're telling you what already happened. I can't get in trouble for that. It literally already happened. You mad though?
So the Bin Podcast does endorse what I say. Just put that out there.
Except for that statement. Yeah.
Except for that one statement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everything else I say is 100% endorsed by the Bin Podcast.
All right. We didn't actually say hello to the people. We got to
Do you want the buttons or the people?
Give me the buttons.
All right, I'll do the people.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I will bring up the comments from the people in the chat. There we go.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini,
I knew he was
bikini.
first. I was on it.
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
Ellie.
You cry, you're making me cry. Life's hard enough as it is. You don't want to cry anymore.
Eller Fly.
Daniela.
Hi,
In
Daniela.
history, you learn from history.
Gina.
Oh, wait. Oh no, we gotta get some more clips. We're not gonna get any more clips now. The fuckers up in the fucking emergency room. I was like, my clip farm.
I believe this is
Kate Nimbus.
Kate Nimbus. Adamsk. Christy. Our intrepid reporter on the ground.
The girls are fighting, aren't they?
Hi, Chris.
Viper Scott, the sponsor of our Constitution bits.
Oh, where did it go?
I put up some clips on the old YouTube that are just our amendment pieces.
You don't want this smoke?
I lost my spot. Damn it. I wish I could make this panel bigger.
McKinnon.
Yeah.
He's a real stiff.
Oh, here, this is from Kenny.
Without the bull.
I have on good authority that McKinnon has a gut-filled tattoo that he doesn't show people in polite company.
No.
It's in a very discreet place.
The Dark Lord Greg.
Fucking straight, you crazy bastards.
Nicole Wallace's best delivery yet.
Wow, the chat got pretty long. Hold on, making sure.
Oh,
Indie Duck.
Defending cankles, McTaco tits, and owning the libs. That's Thur.
Scott.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that one.
Wait till I come.
Tons of mice.
Where's my shame bell? That's what I was looking for earlier. I swear it's missing because it's not this one.
Paul's a shame. He's shameful.
Here.
I'm talking to you.
And I think that's finally the end. I don't think I
Okay.
missed anyone.
Where the hell is my Game of Thrones shame? I like that one.
McKinnon says you'll be hearing from his lawyer for that libelous joke.
God, giving his best Mark Hamill. Jesus.
He's looking down the end of his little nose.
He's a little guy. He's got a little nose.
Viper Scott put in a super chat that didn't happen. YouTube, don't censor us.
Uh-oh. What do we do?
I don't know what we do. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, that's what is. Yo, your man's out there like, they got Flipper. Clicking death to America. Like, come on, dude. Oh,
Shame. Shame. Shame.
there we go. Now I feel better. Now
better
I
now?
feel better.
All right. Speaking of Pete Hegseth and the terrible things that he does.
What do you mean? Are you playing a muted thing again? Jesus, Tim. I was like, what's taking
Am I
so
playing
long?
it? Oh, I am playing a muted thing again.
I was like, what the fuck's
I
going
was
on around
muting
here?
it so like sounds didn't come through. All right, here we go. All right.
Tensions flaring in the Middle East yesterday with renewed attacks, putting the fragile ceasefire on even shakier ground. The United States and Iran trading shots in the Strait of Hormuz as the U.S. started its effort to help vessels travel through that key waterway. The head
What's
of the
his name?
U.S. Central Command says Iran launched cruise
name?
missiles, drones,
guy
and
talking.
small boats at civilian ships under the U.S.
It'll come to
military's
me. I don't
protection,
remember off the top of
and
my
the
head.
U.S. fired back, sinking 6 small Iranian boats.
Are you Wolf Blitzer?
Washington says they were IRGC vessels, and Tehran says they carried civilians, killing several of them. President Trump said Iran had, quote, taken some shots at unrelated nations, including a South Korean cargo ship, which caught fire yesterday after an explosion in the strait. Also, the UAE.
Whoa, let's get that whole statement because it's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Including a South Korean cargo ship. Perhaps it's time for South Korea to come and join the mission.
They already were needing our help, but okay.
We've shot down several small boats. That's
Out of the sky.
out of the sky. Just
They had flying small boats. It was like the little cheaps from fucking Mario. They had boats just flying through the air with wings.
oh
breaching
man.
breaching the surface. Their submarines were airborne.
It's all they have left. Other than the South Korean ship, there has been at this moment no damage going through the strait. The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Dan Kane, will have a news conference tomorrow morning. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald J. Trump.
Donald John Trump. And I think John has no H.
Jehoshaphat Trump.
I almost said something rude. Anyway, go on, Mr. Man. We can't remember your name.
Man, it's going to bug me now.
Which caught fire yesterday.
You're just trying to get
after
some
an
paper
explosion
shuffling in
the
here.
strait.
You ain't slick.
Also, the UAE says it's
I don't know
air
if this paper
defense is
shuffling.
engaged
I see
multiple
Morning Joe right
missiles
there on
and
the bottom.
drones
I know where
fired
we
by
are.
Iran,
You can't trick
sparking
me.
a fire at a critical oil refinery as alert systems sounded across the country for the first time since the ceasefire began. 2 Emirati government officials tell MS Now the UAE is, quote, preparing a severe retaliatory response against Iran, which has not commented officially on those attacks. As the truce is being tested this morning, both sides are speaking out. President Trump warned Iran its forces would be,
It
quote,
looks hungry.
blown off the face of the earth if they attempt to target U.S. ships in the strait.
You gonna
Iran's
finish that?
foreign minister, meanwhile, wrote on social media, the events in the waterway make clear there is no military solution to a political crisis, adding both the U.S. and the UAE should, quote, be wary of being dragged back into a quagmire. So, Richard Haas, doesn't sound much like a mini war to a lot of people who
Say
are
his
watching,
name?
to a lot of the Gulf
Say his
states who are
name.
bearing the brunt of the attacks from Iran to this exchange of fire.
Are Jordan
in the
Minka
Strait of
out?
Hormuz. What's your
I
assessment
think they might be
of
on
how
vacation.
shaky the ceasefire really is at the moment?
Well, it's not a ceasefire. You have not just the activities of the last 24 hours. We have a blockade in place. That's an act of war. The last I checked, Iran tries to control navigation.
Pause real quick. So what you're saying is a blockade nullifies a oh. So when the 60 days ran up and they said we've stopped all hostilities but leaving in our blockade, in essence they kept up hostilities.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and going back to the president's truth back there, he said it. He said they shot down several ships. I mean, he didn't say it right, but he did say that there was military activity happening.
No one else could have stopped these without a war or a blockade or a conflict, which I'm totally not doing, even though I'm totally doing that right now as we speak. Really, I'm doing it. I mean, not doing it.
They're very fast and loose with the term conflict and ceasefire.
So we just fired on a boat in our ceasefire.
Yes, that's how ceasefires happen, guys. Listen, it takes a little bit of time for everyone to get the memo that we're not shooting at each other. You know, in a world where we have instantaneous communication with everyone.
And that's why sometimes even a week after the shooting has stopped, it might start back up again because of the time delay.
The ceasefire ended, or the ceasefire started over 3 weeks ago.
Right. So that's why it just happened that's why we shot them down now, is because it does take that time for it to boot up.
Yeah, no timeouts.
I call base. Like freeze tag.
You can't tag me, I tagged you.
You only got my shirt. I hated that kid. You tagged my clothes. Then you're fucking out, bitch. I touched you. Your clothes are you.
Your clothes are part of you, aren't they?
Take your shirt off if you only get tagged in it. Wait, we're children. Keep all your clothes on.
On the other hand, it's not all out hostilities. So it's not all out war. It's not a ceasefire. It's certainly not peace. And what I think it shows you, Willie, that unless this does begin to move in the direction of
Willie
peace-
Geist. That's his name, Willie Geist.
This is me at every fucking public function because I don't have face blindness or anything, but it's just some people don't leave a mark.
Yeah.
Like they stamp and then they pick up the stamp and the page is unchanged. And I got nothing from them. So I got to like, what is your name? Come on, somebody ask him a question.
Yeah, right. I do that. Me and my wife do that thing where the person who doesn't remember the name isn't the person to ask, but the other person will ask, hey, what's your name? Like, I'm so-and-so, this is my husband, and you are...
I do that all the time. I use people to find out names.
Yeah.
I'm like, here, come here. Let me introduce you to this person.
Oh, there we go. 2 British pounds for the next civics lesson, which we will do.
Oops, wrong button. Okay.
Another civics lesson sponsored by Viper Scott.
The Viper Scott Civics Corner.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can learn how fucked we really are.
Yeah, we're going to go through the first article of the Constitution, which Congress fucking forgot is them.
Which they were unaware of.
they forgot what they're supposed to do.
What was that commercial? All right, only tangent I'll do today. What was that commercial where it's like, and that is frowned upon in this establishment?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what it was. It was probably insurance of some sort.
I think
because the insurance people have the best commercials, bar none. No one beats fucking Mayhem. It's like, I'm a teenage girl. I'm a jogger.
I think his latest one is, I'm a food delivery robot.
The best.
Oh, man.
Shout out Mayhem.
Yeah, that guy is great.
Through diplomacy, this sort of thing is going to happen. And when it does happen, to keep it limited is going to become more and more difficult. So you can use the word fragile, tenuous, brittle. Choose your adjective.
E-trade. It was E-trade.
Do you remember the premise, McKinnon? Like who said that and in what context?
Oh. $5.
Okay.
Tons of ice. Tim's hat 2026 doesn't know your name.
Damn. I went through a desert. Tim hat doesn't know your name. Big stretch.
The situations.
That'll be my campaign slogan. Hi, I'm Tim Bristol. I'm running for so and so. And you are?
I'm Tim, and I don't know your name.
I'm Tim, and I don't know your name.
Low key, that's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you're like for mayor or some shit, if you're like, hey, I'm Tim, I don't know your name. Oh, I'm Jessica.
Hi, my name is Tim. I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Who are you? Who you is? Don't nobody know you.
McKinnon says it was a baby talking about riding a dog as a horse is frowned upon.
Yes. Because riding the dog like a horse is frowned upon in this establishment.
Oh boy, those E-Trade ads were good.
Shout out to the cavemen. Started it all.
Oh man, the caveman ads were fucking great.
They're like, I'm looking right at it. Oh shit. Oh, that's
but I think if diplomacy does not gain a lot of momentum, we're inevitably going to have not just days like yesterday, but it's going to escalate. And someone's going to attack the energy infrastructure of a country. Then there's going to be retaliation. Then we're off to the races. So that's when a crisis becomes a catastrophe. So the message I take from this is urgency. We've got to get this, try to move ahead diplomatically, because this is not a stable situation.
You know, Michael, Donald Trump keeps
that sounds like
suggesting
Joe.
that this is the beginning of the end, that we're close to peace. But if Churchill said this is not the beginning of the end, this is just the end of the beginning.
Okay. This is the fundamental, this is my tangent for the day. And we're only on the first clip. My fundamental problem with this program is that Joe is in the fucking studio with them.
Yeah. The set is like L-shaped. It's so stupid. I don't know why they do it this way. The cameras shoot past each other.
Right.
So this block, like there's a block on this side, and then they shoot it from this side.
Yeah.
And then there's one on this side, and then they shoot it from this side. And they like shoot in diagonals so that they get 2 full rooms in like a room and a half space. Like I get why they have the set this way, but it is so awkward.
So obviously Joe is somewhere fucking over here. He must be the guy in the corner right over here.
Yeah.
Those are his hands.
Yeah.
But when we saw it originally,
multiple banks of camera. And so now we're looking at a camera. Like they're so weird with this shit.
Right. And look, the teleprompter says blanked on it. But anyway.
Blink.
But just put him in the shot, man, so we know he's fucking there.
It's so weird.
Who's the producer calling these shots?
But dude, over at MS now, they're over there they got the fucking guy on roller skates with the gimbal body chest cam shit. Like they're always doing shit.
That's not even Joe. This is a separate panel.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I was right. I was like, oh shit, maybe Joe's right there. But yeah, so he's there in that part of the thing, and then now they're in the other part.
Oh my god. I think I'm watching the show, so I can pull up the names. Yes, I have them. I have the names. So Viper Scott with 10 gifted Bin Podcast Network memberships.
I need more buttons. Frame it like my soundboard. I wish.
All right. We got Maya Atkinson.
Oh, hey Maya.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Jose Life on Mars. TV Tube Me.
Tell me about it. So
David Lewis.
And the girls are fighting, aren't they?
Starlight Zen Space.
Ooh, I'm getting a spice attack.
Tech support.
Quiet in the chambers, please. Quiet in the chambers.
Running Matt.
Watch it? I did not. Yeah, I will see it on the news.
Big 120 Trees.
We do not care.
I'm just kidding.
I've never had my flabbers so gasted.
And Sage Outcast X.
Shame. Shame.
Yo, X.
Shame.
What up, dude?
Shame.
Why is he still playing?
Shame.
Hopefully the button's not broken. There we go. Oh, there. Hey.
Yo.
Congratulations, you are now members of the Bintifada.
We expect. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna get
anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, MS Now, this is unacceptable. Joe is clearly fucking there, and you're like, but he's not on the panel, so we got to do a different shot with Joe in it and do a split screen. Unacceptable. Just fucking put him at the table.
Oh my god.
Just put him at the table. Don't put him at his own little table.
Tim, he likes to record in his spot. And Will is taking the lead, so Will is doing his secondary lead spot over there. Joe's not moving.
It gets wilder over here. Look at this.
They have so many cameras in one room. 3-4 cameras would have been fine. They needed 3-4 rooms full of cameras for each person.
And every one of these guys, except for fucking Joe Scarborough, is sitting at the same table.
Why is it like, oh, just fucking pull up a chair, dude?
Just do one wide shot with everyone talking to each other. We don't have to make it look like they're in 4 different places.
And then they got the nerve to like change the monuments in each
right.
Bro, y'all are not like scattered throughout DC. Calm down. You're in the same area.
You proved earlier in this clip that they're all in the same studio.
They're a mess.
Anyway, you're overproducing the show. You're overproducing it.
Beginning, we're not even at the end.
They should let us produce for a week.
I know, it would be so much cleaner.
We noir that shit out. Joe would be sitting there with like a single light above his head.
Diz might be onto something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They want it to look like us.
Oh, they're mimicking us. Oh, bless their heart. They're just smearing it on, trying to look like us. Oh,
they want it to look like our fucking low rent, minimal budget podcast.
This is what the people crave. This is where the real news comes from. Us mocking their lies about the news.
All over at square one, where again, the Iranians are accusing the United States and the UAE and others of provoking, and the United States is doing the same thing. It looks like, again, and I do not
God damn, you're an embarrassment.
Iranian officials, but there is no military solution right now, it seems, to this political crisis. This administration is going to have to figure out how to change regimes, which doesn't look like it's going to happen.
No.
They're going to have to sit down and make a deal to keep the strait open.
Yeah, and then there are the unforeseen events. I mean,
all right, so
I'll look and see if there's any Trumpers out there, but man, I swear, do y'all honestly think Iran's about to be like, we don't want to fight anymore, it's all good?
Yeah.
Like, are you crazy? Go watch news from somewhere else. Don't just watch American news. And it's like, bro, they are ready for us. They're calling their shots. Like they're like, oh, and they're gonna do this next. I'm like, are we doing that next? Oh shit! What the? These guys know what they're talking about. Hey, pay attention. Stop thinking that these are just like some tribal village of muckrakers or something like that. Is not Iran. Update your knowledge on the region.
So, Mikey, remember when Trump said that there would be a news briefing by the Secretary of Kegs?
Do what? I'm sorry.
The Secretary of Kegs.
What about him?
He's doing. He would do a press briefing this morning.
Did I know that, or did I see it?
Trump said in his truth that he would do it.
He did have a thing this morning when I was going to bed.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I missed the beginning thread and I made it worse.
I was trying to segue from Joe Scarborough talking about to Pete Hegseth doing his little thingamajig.
Bro, you threw me an alley-oop. I'm in the stands like with the popcorn dude. Like I knocked him out.
The ball just like bounced off your head.
I rolled my ankle on the ball. Bounce pass. Ow! My legs. Both my ACL.
I just like alley-ooped it to you, and you just fell.
I just head first through the backboard. What? Go up here? Oh, it hurts.
Not all transitions are smooth transitions.
We're gonna have to get our clutch checked.
Grinding gears over there.
A little sticky.
Anyway, the Secretary of War talking about how good the ceasefire is. It going good?
Take a fucking American flag out of your fucking not rig. Fucking. Oh my god.
Dude, that's his thing. That's his thing now.
Fucking irritates me to no fucking end, dude. Read the fucking flag code. The last thing you want your fucking flag to be is a fucking hanky.
Oh my god.
God, he's so fucking dumb.
Do you know, President Trump has directed U.S. Central Command to restart the free flow of commerce through the Strait of Hormuz under the umbrella of Project Freedom. To be clear, this operation is separate and distinct from Operation Epic Fury. Project Freedom is defensive in nature, focused in scope, and temporary in duration, with one mission: protecting innocent commercial shipping from Iranian aggression.
Bro,
American
that's not our
forces won't need
mission.
to
Quit making new missions.
Mikey, if we don't keep making new missions, then the war will never be achieved.
No new missions. Y'all said nuclear, regime change.
No.
Testers. Now it's commercial. No, you don't get no extra missions. Return to base.
They said, Trump
RTV,
said no new wars, not no new missions. He can do new missions if he wants.
Major, return to base. Ain't nobody got time. Quit lollygagging out there, making up new shit while you out there. Come on. Back to base. We got shit to clean up.
Enter Iranian waters or
I got to go back to Amazon.
It's not necessary. We're not looking for a fight, but Iran also cannot be allowed to block innocent countries and their goods from an international waterway. Iran is the clear
which is why we're
aggressor,
doing it.
harassing civilian vessels, threatening mariners from every nation indiscriminately, and weaponizing a critical choke point for its own financial benefit, or at least trying to. For too long, Iran has been harassing ships, shooting at civilian tankers from all nations, and trying to impose a tolling system.
Trump
Iran's
wants to be part
a
of the
form
toll.
of international extortion.
Trump wants
is
in.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, Trump wants to be part of the fucking grift that Iran's trying to do.
Trump wasn't like, well, if they're offering like 30%, I think we should let them do it. Like that. He's like, we can't do that. Oh my God, this place sucks. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, Iran was like, well, we'll charge everyone $2 million to come through, and Trump was like, whoa. Can I get a cut of that?
Let me get a sniff. All right, like,
can I get like half?
How about you put it towards my ballroom and 10% to my ballroom?
That ends with Project Freedom.
Regularly.
Dude, stop fucking Proud Boy naming all your fucking missions. It's so fucking ridiculous. Project Freedom.
Operation Baja Blast.
Mission Kegger.
Operation Keg Stand.
Operation Keg Stand.
We have the beer pong units out there.
Operation Freedom Eagle Flag.
Y'all gotta ease off the AI. The cognitive. It's dipping.
Yeah, man. It's rotting your brains.
2 U.S. commercial ships, along with American destroyers, have already safely transited the strait.
So Jonathan Lemire will continue these comments.
What? Is this Joe Scarborough's show still? I thought I was having a fucking seizure.
You can't leave. Every link you have is just another angle from another part of the studio.
All of a sudden
Joe
cuts in. Why can't we listen to the Secretary of Defense speak for a few minutes, Joe?
Well, we should just note that
He just fucking cut in, man. He just, all right, guys, it's enough of him. It's
I can't
talkie
wait.
time.
I can't wait for Mika to show up, and she's gonna be like at the reflecting pond in another studio. Or on location at the Washington Monument or something. She's gonna also be there, but also have a separate camera crew. How do they keep the lights on over there?
I don't know, man. They must have some wealthy benefactors. Anyway, for some reason, this continues.
Outset for our viewers, very fascinating. The very limited approach this operation is saying. The secretary said it will be defensive in nature, focused in scope, and temporary as well in nature. Very, very limited language being used here. That's fascinating, isn't it?
It is, and not full-on escorts.
Why? Why, if you're going to cut away audio-wise, cut away with video as well. Don't have Pete Hegseth speaking in the background and then Joe Scarborough doing commentary. You can't hear what he's saying.
You mean the foreground?
Right.
All we're seeing is his mouth moving.
So I guarantee you, if I turned on the closed captions, it does not match what fucking Pete Hegseth is saying over here.
They need us so desperately.
They need something, man. Do they go back to Hegseth?
Overwatch for peaceful commercial vessels.
Just keep talking the whole time.
Iran's, of course. Which is why our ironclad blockade remains in full effect as well. In fact, 6 ships tried to run the blockade out of Iranian ports as Project Freedom commenced, and they were all turned around.
This is more going 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, they turned around in a very big arc.
They're probably still turning. It takes them forever to turn them boats.
Yeah, man. They were turned around eventually.
Breaking Iran's illegal stranglehold, we're protecting the lives and livelihoods of sailors from dozens of countries, securing global energy routes, and preventing shortages that hit the world's poorest people the hardest. Once again, America is using its strength to lift up others.
Are we?
Iran is trying to subjugate the world.
Are we?
To what remains of Iran's forces, if you attack American troops or innocent commercial shipping, you will face overwhelming and devastating American firepower. The president has been very clear about this.
What's the situation down there at the Gulf with those fishing ships? Is that? Oh, never mind. That's not what he's talking about. Oh, okay.
Nope.
He's not talking. He's talking about when they do it, not when we do it.
Yeah.
That's on me.
Well, we're blowing their ships out of the sky, Mikey.
Right. Shooting them down.
Oh, we're shooting them down.
Operation, but are locked and loaded to defend our people, our ships, our aircraft, and this mission without hesitation. To Iran, let innocent ships pass freely. These international waters belong to all nations, not to Iran to tax, toll, or control. To our partners, allies, and the rest of the world, this is a temporary mission for us.
Trump is
As I've said before, the world needs this waterway a lot more than we do. We're stabilizing the situation so commerce can flow again, but we expect the world to step up. At the appropriate time and soon, we will hand responsibility back to you.
Pulls out a briefcase. Gold light coming out of it.
If he starts talking about a Royale with cheese.
That'll be the next mission name.
Mission Royale with cheese.
To the incredible Americans executing this mission right now, simply thank you. Your courage, your readiness, your unmatched professionalism and precision are why the world can breathe easier today and every day. You are and always will be the greatest fighting force in human history, unmatched, always.
I don't know. Did you see those Roman legionnaires? They were pretty boss.
I mean, them longbows had a long tenure, buddy.
Yeah.
They took a lot of land with a little bit of stuff.
Yeah. Mongolians. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Genghis Khan. Are we kidding? What was it, like 3% of the population's got his fucking DNA?
Yeah, right?
Bro conquered Earth. Buy him.
Yeah, several continents were just his.
I mean, but sure, you got tomahawks.
Yeah,
That's cool too.
Those are generic, Mikey. Everyone's got those.
Everyone's got those.
Project Freedom is underway. Commerce will be flowing, and America is once again leading with strength, clarity, and purpose for the benefit of the entire world. Our will is unshakable. God bless our troops, and God bless the mighty United States Navy.
To will to do what?
To do what are we doing? Do they even know?
He don't know. He don't know.
Speaking of not knowing what's going on.
Yo, we can't
Good
play
morning,
MTV.
everybody.
Oh.
Yo, they're gonna content strike us.
We can't play MTV, they'll get us.
As many of you have reported, this morning at 3 a.m., Spirit Airlines ceased operations. So what that means is Spirit does not have airplanes in the air flying as of this morning.
Yo, they stopped immediately.
We rerun cheap, baby. We can't make no money off this.
Like, they announced that they were shut down, and then all flights were canceled.
We out of here.
The only flights that were left were the flights that were only in the air.
Also, their call centers are closed, and they don't have staff at ticket counters. So if you have a flight scheduled with Spirit Airlines, don't show up at the airport. There will be no one here to assist you. What Spirit Airlines is now going to do is go through an orderly liquidation process. We'll see how that develops over the.
Got to see how cheap them planes will sell for.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you buy them? You think the fuel's going down anytime soon? What are you going to do with those?
I don't know, man.
Who would even want them?
I mean, other airlines, I suppose.
They already have their own, and Spirit's using their fucking leftovers anyway.
Yeah. It's rough out there, man. It's rough out there.
It's a bad time to have to sell planes. You know what I mean? To liquidate your business. Like, who wants that shit? Cuba would buy them. Oh,
yeah. Cuba would buy.
Oh, right.
Of the next several days. But for customers of Spirit, I want to give information on how you can navigate this situation.
Is this man the spokesman for Spirit Airlines?
He might as well be. He doesn't really do anything else at the transportation secretary. So
McKinnon said, "I'll buy them."
That's what I'm saying. Someone like maybe if somebody wants them, but it's a terrible market right now. I would guess for passenger jets, discounted passenger jets.
Yeah, used discounted passenger jets.
Oh yeah.
You now find yourself in. And President Trump, Administrator Bedford, and I have been working with the other airlines across the industry in anticipation that this morning may happen. And so if you're a customer, many of the airlines that are not Spirit are stepping up to provide you assistance. So United, Delta, JetBlue, and Southwest are capping their ticket prices for Spirit customers. It's going to vary between the airlines. You have to go to their websites to take advantage of these special offers. It is.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Oh, hey, Spirit customers, your airline no longer exists, but we'll charge you slightly more for the same ticket.
Yo, tell me. Remember when these people come in here and they keep saying about like how the rich people provide all this benefit and all these jobs and all this stuff? Southwest could just pick up all them flights and say, hey, we got you.
Yeah.
We'll fly you wherever you were supposed to go. That sucks that happened to you. That's not your fault. They have customers for life. That cost them a lot of money, but they could totally take care of it because these companies are not fucking benevolent. Stop acting like they are. They could. There's a million chances for them to be good people.
Is this true? There's a crowdfunding campaign to buy Spirit Airlines. They've got like 200 million in pledge contributions so far. The goal is 1.7 billion.
For what?
Are we like, all right. Is this like a employee ownership of the company, or are they just stockholders?
You
if they
want a
buy the
co-op
company?
airline? I'm
It's a
out.
co-op airline. I don't know. Oh no, it's McKinnon. I are they all right? Sure. I mean, does everyone really like Spirit Airlines that much?
Like, I get that it would be such a good deal, but it would be a good deal if it was like 2010. Like,
'Cause,
we're in
like-
the middle of a fucking crisis. Like, I don't know who the fuck's gonna want or need that shit right now.
So here's the full story of what happened, and I don't think the Secretary of Spirit Airlines is going to tell us, but what happened is Spirit Airlines said that we are going to go out of business because of the price of jet fuel, and they already had slim margins,
right?
And they asked the Trump administration for help. The Trump administration did not help them. They did not bail them out. There was nothing. And then Spirit Airlines, they said, okay, but we're going out of business on this day. And then it happened. And the Trump administration and the Secretary of MTV just fucking let it happen. Now, I am not one to be bailing out airlines and banks and car companies for fucking up their own financials, for putting out too much risk and fucking themselves. But this is something the Trump administration created. This was a problem created by the Trump administration shooting up the price of jet fuel and the availability of jet fuel. So they should have done something.
We have so much oil. We have so much. Fuck you, Spirit Airlines. I have my private jet.
We have confirmation.
I mean, good for them. Maybe it'll be the People's Airline, and I'll be proved 100% wrong.
Hey, listen, if there's
I would love that.
If there's a communist airline, I might. Who knows? A socialist airline? Who knows? Of the people, by the people, for the people.
Normally going to be about $200 for a one-way ticket. You'll minimally have to provide to the airlines that you're now going to book with your Spirit confirmation number and your proof of payment. I would recommend that if you have a ticket with Spirit, that you actually try to book with these airlines as soon as possible. These offers are not going to be open forever, and the airlines are going to have varying degrees of timeframes at which you can take advantage of the opportunity. Again, go to the airlines' websites. For customers who are concerned about higher
Get them zero
prices because of the announcement today from Spirit. American Airlines and Delta Airlines are offering across the board reduced fares on high volume Spirit routes. Allegiant is stepping up. They've also committed to freezing fare prices on routes that they have shared with Spirit Airlines. And Frontier is offering a 50% off base fares across the network until May 10th. So again, this is the airline industry.
Spirit Airlines, those were American workers, right?
Yes,
So
American
those-
airline.
Right. So the pilots, the baggage handlers, the flight attendants, the concierge, so all those people, American workers, fuck them, huh?
Peanut butter jelly time posts. Their low prices were messing up other airlines' profits. They were being blackballed and on the chopping block for a long time. It's the fact that no one bailed them out that's interesting. So yeah, Spirit Airlines is a largely discount airline. Like, you fly them because you get the fly for cheap. They're not like Delta or United or whatever.
Plane might be shaking.
So they were a cheaper airline, but you know, they also had pretty slim profit margins to begin with because of the cheapness of their flights, and everyone pays for the same fucking planes and the same fuel. They were just doing it at a cheaper price point.
Right.
Stepping up and trying to provide relief as Spirit is going to go through this liquidation. If you bought a ticket with Spirit Airlines, they have a reserve fund. You will be refunded to your original form of payment if you bought directly from Spirit. If you purchased from a third-party vendor, say a travel agent, you're going to have to reach out to that travel agent and request that they secure a refund for you. The president specifically has been very concerned, as well as I and Administrator Bedford, about the employees of Spirit.
2024 key airline donor data: American Airlines, Delta Airlines, United Airlines, Southwest Airlines, JetBlue. No Spirit.
So since the CEO of Spirit did not donate to the Trump campaign, Trump was just like, let him fall.
Let him eat cake.
If he dies, he dies.
Damn down.
And the Trump administration's like, well, customers and employees of Spirit, go fuck yourselves, I guess.
Your CEO should have paid tribute.
Yep.
And we're concerned about, could they be stranded in certain destinations? So most U.S. carriers are extending travel pass benefits. So that's maybe a spare jump seat or spare seats for any Spirit employees who need to travel back to their homes.
Damn,
they shut down they shut down so fast that their people are stuck in places.
So, can I get back to Dallas?
I can get
to my family from there. Can I just get to Dallas?
Yeah, I just got to get to a hub, Dallas, Atlanta, something.
I mean, really, if you could, I got to get to St. Louis, but if you can get me to Dallas, that's good enough. I'll walk.
Boy, that's rough. Imagine you're scheduled on a flight as a pilot or a flight attendant, and suddenly that flight no longer exists, and you are far away from home.
Well, you are at the airport.
Yeah, but you're supposed to fly for free on your jet.
No, not today. I'm going home.
Imagine going up to like Delta or something. Yeah, I need a ticket.
In your uniform. That's disrespectful. You're gonna make me go to the counter? You're gonna make me go to American Airlines with this fucking Spirit Airlines fucking polo on right now?
You go there and the desk person for Delta's like, take off that jacket and maybe I'll give you a ticket.
Come on, man, it's cold in here. You know it's cold in here. Take it off.
Take it off.
Shiver, bitch. Why would we do this to people?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
This is fucked up.
I
don't fly Spirit, but I don't want bad shit to happen to the fucking workers.
Yeah. Those people have like lives and families and shit, man. You can't just be stranding them in places.
On the day after May Day of all days, it's a damn shame.
Yep.
That's for pilots and flight attendants and other employees.
Pilots be like, listen, I'll fly the plane there. Just let me on.
Can I drop all of us off first? Shit.
We gotta stop.
Can we empty out our desk into the plane and then drop ourselves off, please? And come get your plane later.
They've also offered Spirit team members preferential employment interviews. So again, there's a demand for aviation workers. So
even better, you go to the counter at Delta and the person at the desk like, all right, so how long have you worked at Spirit? Okay.
6 months.
And what's your education background?
High school.
Oh, okay. All right. And what were your job duties at your previous employer?
Baggage handler.
All right. Okay. All right. And do you have a criminal background?
No.
Like, all right. So according to this, we do have a position for you, but you have to start right now. And you're not going home.
But I want to go home.
Oh boy.
I don't want to be in the airport anymore.
You got to do a job interview just so you can get home.
We'd love to fly you back on our employee package. Employees can get home right away. Everyone else, I mean, we'll be done with the interviews shortly.
The benefits for our airline include planes that fly places.
Seeing your family again. This is now a hostage situation. You're not going anywhere.
Oh boy, that's fucked up, man.
American didn't even have clothes.
Right, exactly.
Just left them out there.
Carry-on still on the plane, but you can't access it anymore because it's been sold.
They sold the locks. Can't even get in that bitch.
2 British pounds from Viper Scott. Is there U.S. version of ABTA?
On it.
United have drafted or crafted microsites for Spirit employees to potentially jump the line, jump the queue, and get preferential treatment in the application process for the many airlines that are now hiring, whether it's pilots, flight attendants, baggage workers, or even those who've worked in the call centers. You can go to the individual websites to see what's offered by each of the individual airlines.
What is it called?
Association of British Travel Agents.
Oh, we probably have one of those.
Now commonly known as the Travel Association.
Yeah, we probably have one of those.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it does.
Yeah, so that's what's going on. Spirit Airlines went out of business pretty abruptly, stranding passengers and employees alike. And the Trump administration says, you're on your own. No.
5 British pounds from Chrissy. Spirit Airlines CEO got a $3.8 million bonus a week before his bankruptcy. Oh my, how about claw that back to help customers and staff? Golden parachutes, baby.
Golden parachutes for the CEOs, the people who do the least amount of work.
Sheesh.
This guy shut down his fucking company and he's like, I'll take the rest.
I'll keep the change.
I'll keep the change. Motherfucker.
And everyone's like, this capitalism thing, it works out great. It's working great for everyone.
It's going great.
This year.
Hey, speaking of capitalism working out for everyone.
No.
22 states across the country are changing what people on food assistance can buy with their benefits. The new rules are meant to cut out sugary foods and drinks, a central focus of the Make America Healthy Again movement.
But advocates fear they could cut down on what food is available for those in need. Stephanie Sy traveled to Texas, which just introduced its ban, to learn how these new cuts will affect businesses and families.
Mikey, what's your prediction on how these cuts will affect businesses and families?
Oh, I have 15 years in the grocery business. I know the answer to I'd like to solve the puzzle, Bob. I'm going to give you guys the short version, and then I'm going to run to grab this child who has found, I think, the box from her Miss Rachel spinny wheel singing dance thing. So I will have to remove that from her.
All right.
It's cheaper to let them have it. It actually costs more money to regulate the soda because the soda only costs so much fucking money. And you're spending more money than the soda costs to regulate whether or not they should have soda. So just let them have it. It's cheaper. Everyone likes to burp.
At this modest house in Garland, Texas, a line stretches out the door and down the sidewalk.
I'll put this up here real quick. Peanut Butter and Jelly Time wrote, ex-employees just wandering the airports aimlessly because they can't afford other airlines. It's like a Tom Hanks movie where he got stuck in the airport. Oh, the terminal. Terminal is what that movie is called. And yes, that sounds exactly like that shit. Suddenly, their country no longer exists.
Hi, how are you? Every weekday, Good Samaritans of Garland welcomes around 300 families to its food pantry.
Food is what brings them in, because that's the first thing you think of. Hunger is what takes over your mind and your body.
Sarah Kennefick is the pantry's executive director. She says many here depend on the federal government's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, to buy groceries. But it's not enough, so they come here. In Texas, the average SNAP recipient receives $6 per day.
I mean, you just look at our economy. Things are costing more money, but the other things are not changing. The amount of money we make, our minimum wage, our SNAP benefits, all of those things are not changing.
And as of this month, SNAP benefits in the Lone Star State can no longer be used for sweetened drinks like soda or items defined as candy. Allowing states to introduce these types of bans is a pillar of Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s Make America Healthy Again agenda.
We're not giving our children good food. Taxpayer dollars should not be funding these injuries to our children. And we pay for it twice. We pay for it through the SNAP program, and we pay for it later on with diabetes and obesity.
21 other states are rolling out similar restrictions, but in some places, implementation has been rocky. In Texas, some of those who receive SNAP say the guidelines are confusing. For example, one SNAP benefit recipient we spoke to likes to buy energy drinks for her kids when they play sports, but with 17...
Okay, here's my first problem. Body Armor is not an energy drink.
That's a sports drink.
That's a sports drink.
A
You picked the wrong drink.
That's a sports soft drink.
You picked the wrong one. The energy drinks are actually in the other door. You picked the wrong one.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. You know, when you look at what you want and then you grab a handle and you pull it and then I'm not in the right one. Then you have to step over. I do that all the time.
Who likes to buy energy drinks for her kids when they play sports. But with 17 added grams of sugar, that mom can no longer buy this with her SNAP benefits. The state's definition of candy has also raised some eyebrows.
So, candy, according to the state of Texas, is a confection made of natural or artificial sweeteners. Examples include candy bars, gum drops, taffy, nuts, raisins, fruits that have been candied, crystallized, glazed, or coated with chocolate, yogurt, or caramel, and nuts roasted with a sweetener. In addition, where's Chris C's post? As of April 1st, 2026, Texas implemented new SNAP restrictions in Senate Bill 379, prohibiting the use of the Lone Star card for candy and sweetened beverages, i.e., anything with 5 or more grams of added sugar. 5 or more grams of added sugar.
Hey, you gotta live free in the Lone Star State, am I right? You don't want no big government coming in telling you how to live your life. I mean, I don't want liberals telling me that I can't have a bump stock, suppressor, extended max on my AR-15. What's that? The children want sugary Gatorade? Fuck them. Like, you guys are insane. Insane. This is what I'm saying. Imagine having to go through because there's a large database with a bunch of UPC codes. Now you got to pull out everything that's got that. And then guess what's going to happen? They're going to change it again, and they're going to have to go through and do it again, and then go through and do it again, and they're going to keep changing it. And it's going to cost money. And eventually, I'm telling you, it's going to cost you more money to stop people from doing it than just let them do it.
Look at this. Most SNAP benefits recipients are overweight or obese. Most Americans are overweight or obese. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, buddy.
Most SNAP recipients are children and elderly people.
Right.
They don't have to be in shape.
You gotta have
grandma
body fat to get SNAP benefits.
Drop and give me 20, grandma, if you want to fucking have some fucking.
If you want to bench 120, you don't get any SNAP benefits.
Oh, you want ginger ale? Fuck you. Squats. Sounds so crazy.
Until you can fucking do a curl, you only get carrots.
No countdown.
Yeah, don't count down the person in the chat.
It ruins the chat.
Yeah, we're joshing them. We're fucking with them because they're being ridiculous.
It includes chocolate, but also gum and
this
yogurt.
The guy who
covered
ate
nuts.
like fucking like toenails for like 1,000 days. He's like, I'm perfect because I suffered.
Oh yeah, maybe that is the guy.
I think this is the guy.
That's
no,
funny.
yeah, you're actually like criminally insane, brother. Yeah. You have it literally all wrong.
Also, Texas put in here nuts roasted with a sweetener. So like honey roasted nuts, you can't have that shit.
No, bitch, salt only. Like this is what I'm saying. Like it's
unsalted pecans only.
It's so asinine. So asinine. Majority of that money is going to kids and old people. Let them have some fucking raisins coated with yogurt.
Now, before the beginning of the show, Mikey and I promised that we wouldn't interact too much with crazy people today, but I want to interact with this a little bit. It is always going to cost more to regulate something. Just from a standpoint of policy, regulation costs money. It always costs more. Just look at, that's how public policy works. That's the basics of, because you have to regulate it, and then you have to enforce it, and then you have to study it. All that shit costs money.
And then you have to retrain all of the cashiers.
Exactly. So if the state of Texas is telling grocery stores that people can't buy certain things on their Lone Star card or whatever they call it, it costs money for the state of Texas to do that. It costs money for the grocery stores to do the training, and it costs money for the grocery stores to do the database management. So yes, it does cost more money to regulate, just by sheer happenstance of it being public policy.
And just so I can, put one of my trophies up on the mantelpiece, because I don't really have to tell people what I've done in my former careers. But if you've heard of Albertsons, it has 2,200 to 2,300 locations. It's the largest grocery chain in the country. There was one grocery store that had the most efficient front end by a margin, and it belonged to one guy, and he's sitting right in front of you. I know how to fucking ring up groceries, and I know what the fuck SNAP benefits are all about. I have had to sit through dozens of SNAP meetings. You have not. I literally have fucking done this as a fucking profession. So I actually do know what I'm talking about. And this is expensive because you also have to recode everything. You have to go through, because all of that shit needs to scan on the barcode in a certain folder, because if it doesn't, it's going to apply to SNAP, and then it's not going to apply to SNAP, and those things all change. That costs money, dumbass.
Bro, just say you don't want poor people to have food. Just say
just
it.
Say you want
just
them
say
to,
you don't want poor people to have food.
You want them to what do you want them to have? Probably like water, bread, and like ground beef.
No,
right?
Bread's got too much sugar in it. You can't have bread.
Like I don't know what you're trying to, I don't know why you think you need to like punitively punish poor people. They're already being punished. Let them have a fucking soda.
Moses Satori says in the chat, I bet if SNAP benefits were increased, people could actually afford healthier foods. The unhealthy foods just tend to be more budget friendly. Which is true. That's how food deserts are created. People can't afford shit, so cheaper food moves in, and then the healthy food moves out. The grocery chains move out after a certain point. It's studied. It's fact.
And the thing is, like, the margins on a grocery store are already pretty tight because you have a lot of help, right?
Yeah.
Like the number one expense outside of the materials itself is payroll, right? And that might be up to 15, 18%. So they can't make a ton of money off of stuff. Like produce makes money, bananas make money, but all that stuff in the shelf barely fucking touches anything. Everything that makes money requires people, and some of this stuff is going to qualify. So if a grocery store is doing their own like fruit trays or something like that, like you can't even do hot food from the kitchen. on
Right.
SNAP. It
Right.
doesn't qualify. The only way that we can give, or they could give, like rotisserie chickens or something like that, we'd have to let it cool overnight and then shred it up and then sell it that way. And then it would qualify for SNAP. But if it was hot off of the rotisserie rack, couldn't give it to them, didn't qualify for SNAP because people in Illinois don't think that fucking poor people deserve fucking hot food.
Right.
But they do deserve it cold the next morning. Same exact chicken.
Yeah. And I worked at a grocery store too, and for several years. And grocery stores also experience a lot of waste. And that's part of their profit margin. So telling people that they can't buy things at a grocery store just because they're sugary or there's sugar added to them, or they might be slightly sugared, is ridiculous. What happened to freedom of choice? What happened to the conservative idea of government taking their hands off the wheel, man?
What happened to personal accountability?
What happened to personal account? If these people are not personally accountable, how is that your problem?
It's Texas after all. It's
And-
like it's
and-
not even like it's just like the South. It's Texas.
It's
Who
yeah.
is notorious for not being told what to do. Or not, no, you don't mess with Texas. And the whole like mantra, the whole mythos of the state is mind your own business. I'm gonna mind my business. You stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here. This
Right.
is not stay over there.
And they had a little graph here of the states that were doing this.
Oh, let's
Huh.
make it.
I wonder, boy, who are those states?
And this is what people vote for, right? Because they're like, we're gonna get rid of them ding dang illegals. And now look at it. They're taking your money. And look, they're cutting they're doing this so that they can reduce spending. They don't give a shit about these people's health. Let's just point that out right now. Like, if this has nothing to do with making these people healthier. It's not a program to make you healthier. It's to cover your food while you get your shit together, so then you'll take care of your own food. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And to put restriction on it, like, oh, they're gonna be eating steak and lobster. You mean beef and seafood? You ever looked and saw how much a fucking a steak was compared to a fucking cheeseburger these days?
Yeah, man, steaks. I just went to the grocery store. Steak is expensive.
Well, now it is, but like before this fucking
Oh, yeah. No,
before
yeah.
this administration, right?
Mm,
But like I could go get like two, what would I get? I'd get 2 fillets, and it would be like $7.99, $8.99. Get some broccoli, some mashed potatoes. Yeah, that was like $20, $25. You go to fucking Uber Eats, you go on Uber Eats and you try to fucking get a fucking number 1 and a number 5 with an extra fry, and it's $37.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
So it is better and cheaper to buy nice fresh food and cook it yourself. We have a whole fucking day dedicated to food on this fucking network. Check that out, fool.
McKinnon says Texas is demonstrably one of the most surveillance-ridden where you shit is our business states in the country.
He hates this place.
He hates that place. Someone in the chat, I don't know where. Someone in the chat, I don't know where, said, "Why don't you just put less sugar in your food?" And yeah, if fucking RFK is so interested in our food system and making our shit healthier, just put less sugar in the food.
Nope. Take the food away from the people. Like, I mean, he's the beef tallow guy, huh?
Yeah,
Mr. Tallow Man.
If you want us to eat healthier, why don't you just say, hey, companies, stop putting so much corn syrup in all our food?
But that's all we grow.
Exactly. All of our shit is corn. Everything here is corn. Mikey is corn.
Or soybean.
Or soybean.
We're soybeans.
We're soy
That's
boys.
that's the new show, the soybeans.
The soybeans. Anyway, this continues.
I've seen reports from acquaintances that I tried to check out my entire transaction was declined, and I had to figure out what was not covered.
So what does that mean for somebody at the checkout counter?
It is downright embarrassing. If they don't have the cash to cover,
Been there,
rather than that person.
literally hundreds of fucking times. Hundreds of fucking times. It is a nightmare when they fucking change these restrictions.
Yeah.
Even when they change the ounces on things, it fucking creates lines down the fucking store. I'm telling, and I'm for all these people that think it's all these black people on welfare. Well, I'm not one to kiss and tell. White people. It's mostly white people.
Hey,
White
listen,
moms.
I
White,
live.
white moms with brand new truck keys and the newest iPhone in an OtterBox. None of my fucking business. Here's your fucking food, lady. That's not my fight. I don't have to get snotty with those people or think things about them or what's going on in their life, even though I know that lady has a nicer fucking car than me. I had an iPhone fucking 14 up until like last year or a couple of years ago. I'm the one that's fucking putting her shit on the shelf and making sure the place is nice for her to come in, but she's got nicer shit than me, and I'm paying for her groceries, and I'm okay with that. It's okay.
And I work. I don't work. Well, I guess I technically do work. I volunteer. You sometimes on Thursdays we end the show a little bit early because I got to go volunteer at a soup kitchen.
That's why I don't give them too much shit.
And we're at the soup kitchen over the last like 6 months that I've worked there. There are increasing numbers of people that are showing up, and I live in a pretty affluent white area of Connecticut. Like it's the Northwest Hills of Connecticut. There's just white people here. I can confirm that tons of mice is corn. And listen, there are more and more people showing up at the soup kitchens, at the food pantries, at the homeless shelters because they simply can't afford. And I've been told that most of them are not unhoused people; they're just food insecure.
Yeah,
they have to choose between paying for rent and paying for food, and they can't pay for food.
Or if there's going to be like a gap where like you need your check to go towards rent, but there's going to be like a week where you're not going to be able to grocery shop, being able to just go for a week and be able to like them give you, a nice box full of stuff that you could fill your fridge with. It shouldn't be like this, guys. These are symptoms of a larger problem.
And because of the reduction in food stamps at a federal level, and the state of Connecticut is trying to make up for it, but they can't. The people who get food stamps are increasingly running out of food stamps earlier and earlier in the month. So more and more people show up at the food shelter earlier and earlier in the month. And when they used to come, let's say 3 or 4 weeks towards the end of the month, now they're showing up in the middle of the month and even towards the beginning of the month because they don't have the amount of food stamps that they used to. And they can't afford anything because the groceries are through the fucking roof as it is. Oh, Tons asked what happened to Panera. I still work at that nightmare hole.
Because he doesn't care, damn it. All he thought about was ice cream cones and aviators, sunglasses.
The St. Louis Bread Company is part of the problem. The cost of their food is through the.
You don't have to talk
roof.
about them. You don't have to open us up to litigation.
Through the roof. Anyway.
The roof.
What do you put back? How do you know what to put back?
Garland mom Brittany Quick visits Good Samaritans every other week. She used SNAP for years to help feed her family of 4. She says the changes might restrict a family's options for things like special occasions.
I reminded people like, hey, this ban's going into effect. If you're using your SNAP benefits to help pay for your kid's Easter basket, make sure you go ahead and purchase it before the 30th. So I know a lot of friends were like, oh, I didn't even think of that.
There are other things she says regulators may not have thought about.
My kid says he has an upset stomach. I go buy Sprite or ginger ale. Whatever it is that gets fluids in him to stay in him.
I feel that they are so detrimental to your health.
Stacey Ellis.
And if your kid doesn't eat or drink anything because they're young and they're sick and they just feel like crap and they're very upset and they don't want to really use their brain and logic because they're upset, they could get severely dehydrated and have seizures. And that's a hospital visit. Ask me how I know.
Oh my God.
So like this is almost the same as like the abortion debate that these right wingers are having problems with. You don't understand all of the factors, and you have your one lens that you're looking through, and you think that you're going to solve a problem. You are upsetting the apple cart, and you don't know how to fix what you're breaking. You just don't, because you're going to end up just wasting all of the money instead of giving it to people. You could just hire a team of army specialists to fucking comb through all these records every fucking month. It's not worth it.
Chrissy says, I've just checked and you can't get multivitamins with SNAP. I thought RFK Jr. was mad about everyone taking multivitamins.
They don't know what, like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's
Yeah.
a crazy, stupid man.
He is a crazy, stupid man.
Registered dietitian and nutritionist agrees with the ban, especially on soda.
When you're consuming it, it's going straight into your bloodstream. It's causing your blood sugar to spike. Your body doesn't like your blood sugar spiking. And so it's going to take it and turn it into triglycerides. And so if you do that day after day, that's going to further increase.
Not to keep stopping it, but I think here's the problem. You can either regulate the amount of sugar through the production process, or you can regulate the amount of sugar intake at the point of sale. And the problem is that the government is putting all the onus on the people at the point of sale.
Right.
And they are not holding any of these companies responsible for the amount of sugar and high fructose corn syrup that they are putting in everything. There is no regulation at the point of production. If you go to Europe or the UK and you look at the amount of sugar that's in their food compared to the sugar that's in our food, it's stark. It's actually ridiculous, the amount of nonsense and sugar that's allowed in our food compared to other countries.
And I'm saying all this as someone who doesn't drink soda.
I can't drink sugary sodas anymore. So I agree with the dietitian lady. Like, there shouldn't be so much sugar in soda, and people probably shouldn't drink it. It's not good for you. But the people who are like personal responsibility, oh, by the way, we're going to regulate the shit out of you buying sugary soda, but we're not going to do anything about it at the company level.
It's a weird point to put your foot down for morality, I'd say.
Right. Why don't you tell Coca-Cola, hey, maybe you should figure out a different formula for your soda that doesn't have 50 grams of sugar in one can.
Oh, you said Coca-Cola. I think you meant Colt or Smith & Wesson or Armalite or H&K or oh no, we can't ask them to do anything, but let's really like, get out the smallest screwdriver we can find and really needle down on the fucking the grams of sugar in a fucking thing. But hey, guns, go crazy, do whatever you want, make whatever you want, sell whatever you want, that's fine, but let's really needle down on these motherfuckers buying a fucking Sprite. That's
Right.
what's important right now.
Right.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. You either don't want government to interfere in shit or you do. And if you do, stop
Then
putting all
say
the
it.
onus on the people at point of sale.
And stop acting like you don't.
Right.
It's pretty apparent.
Your risk of heart disease, and then you'll have what we call prediabetes and eventually diabetes. It's a chronic condition, so it slowly starts to deteriorate your body.
Diet-related chronic diseases are the leading cause of death in the U.S. Obesity and diabetes alone cost the healthcare system.
Then why the fuck are you not treating the actual problem? If diabetes and obesity is an epidemic in this country, and it fucking is, then why are you just tell them to stop buying soda? It's fine.
Well, I mean, it's okay when the CIA runs never mind. Never mind.
Has no one ever thought of the solution is like, hey, you can't sell this much sugar in a can of soda. You just can't.
Put it on a shirt.
Yeah, here we go. That's more freedom is given to the corporations than individuals trying to navigate the products sold by these corporations. That's just how it is. Companies have more rights than people.
Yeah.
Corporations are people with better rights.
Put a Band-Aid on a broken leg. Exactly.
An estimated $586 billion a year. When it comes to the government's
You're getting a car crash, like, here's some hand
what
sanitizer.
do you think that should be?
I understand.
Do you need a wet nap for that?
Right.
Understand people's concern with not allowing people access to certain foods. We do have the freedom to consume whatever we like, but I do think the government has a role in educating the population of what we should and should not eat.
So the patient in room
We got the upside down food pyramid, guys.
Yeah, let's just eat all fat and fucking like at the same time that these motherfuckers are pushing fucking raw milk, which is just milk with shit. Okay, like it's just milk with extra poop in it, and because he wants to push that Pepsi's bad, but milk shit is good. Nah, bruh, I ain't going.
Nah.
Let the little motherfuckers have some sugary ass juice every once in a while when they're having a birthday party. Everybody's coming over. They want to get a fucking case of soda. I'm not saying they got to drink it all the time, but goddamn, life fucking sucks. Let them have a fucking soda if they want one.
And what that lady said is correct. This is the action the government should take. People should have the choice to choose the food they want to eat. However, the Secretary of Health and Human Services should be educating the public on what proper eating is.
Yeah,
and
eat this fucking shit milk and put it in your body, and don't take any vaccinations.
And
Like,
we need a
that's what he's saying.
Secretary of Health and Human Services who knows what he's talking about. But government should not be saying you can buy this with food stamps, but you can't buy this with food stamps. It's
the heel spray from Resident Evil.
Yeah. Once again, stop putting all the onus on the people and start putting some fucking regulations on these companies for basically poisoning us.
Why do all these millennials have ADHD? I don't know, man. You tell me. You tell me, Jack.
Maybe because everything's made out of corn.
Leslie Redden is a family nurse practitioner in South Dallas, a predominantly Black neighborhood where at 68 years, life expectancy is more than 10 years less than the national average.
We're seeing a significant amount of prediabetes actually in our younger population these days.
How young?
I would say my youngest is probably 9 right now. That is in the pre-diabetic range that I'm personally caring for. And then we see a significant increase in cholesterol levels as well.
But she says for many of her patients, sugary snacks and drinks aren't a preference. Instead, they may be one of the few ways to get calories for the day.
Because they live in a food desert. Because all the fucking grocery stores moved out and all they got is convenience stores and like small shops that just sell sugar and candy and cakes and whatever. But I guarantee you there's not a Whole Foods in sight.
South Dallas Fair Park neighborhood demographics: 54.8% Black, 31% white, 13% Hispanic. Okay. Broader South Dallas County: 49% Hispanic, 35.2% Black, 2 are races. Why did they pick that area? Median income $53,000.
That's slightly below the national average.
So let's see how many grocery stores.
I guarantee you there's not a Whole Foods, one of the non-fresh places, or one of those really expensive white people grocery stores.
Well, they have some.
What do they got?
There's 10 of them, and they're all in the same area. So if you live, I don't know, outside of that area, you're kind of fucked, which is kind of the point. Because if you can't drive 15 minutes to the fucking grocery store, then guess what? You're going to the convenience store and you're going to get juices and sodas and fruit punch and all that shit that is local to you because that's what you can get.
And also, there's a lot of like sneaky sugar and shit too. Like, you buy stuff you think is not that sugary and you fucking look at the nutrition label. Holy shit. It is packed with sugar and carbohydrates.
And just to prove that, Tim nailed that. When a grocery run takes 3 hours, change isn't just about food. This South Dallas neighborhood is a food desert, but problems run deeper than a limited food access.
I mean,
When was
not
the last
yay
time
that
you
they're a
traveled?
food desert. Yay that I was right.
When was the last time you traveled more than 3 hours for round trip to go grocery shopping? The South Dallas neighborhood of Bonton is a 3-hour bus ride to the nearest grocery store, and if you add that time spent in the store and multiply it by the average of 6 shopping trips a month, residents spent 21 to 24 hours a month just getting groceries. Okay. Let them have a fucking Coke on the way home.
I don't believe we actually even have a commercial grocery store in this zip code. So like a chain grocery store.
What'd you say?
I don't believe we actually even have a commercial grocery store in this zip code. So like a chain grocery.
I'm sorry, one more time?
For the day.
I don't believe we actually even have a commercial grocery store in this zip code. So like a chain grocery store.
Fucking called it. Guess what? Those grocery stores don't show up because they don't like black neighborhoods.
God damn, you're an embarrassment.
It happens. It happens all over the place.
Guess what?
They're like, oh, the property values in this neighborhood are too low. We're not going to go over here because they're not going to be able to afford our food. And guess what? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
We're going to be talking all about racism a little bit later.
Ooh.
Reducing sugary drinks, reducing candy, from an outsider's perspective, seems like a good idea.
Reducing joy.
I mean, it's actually
Reducing happiness.
If we could just cut the happiness of the blacks.
Maybe that's what Republicans want.
I just need the black happy to go down and they just won't stay unhappy.
We just want minorities to be 10% less happy.
They just keep bouncing back. It's like they don't care what we say anymore.
How do we get rid of their resilience?
They're so cool
ideal.
and they won't talk to us.
You know, I would love for all of my patients to be walking into the store that's across the street that's available to them with their parents and saying, hey, you know, like, what can I buy with my benefits today?
By the way, and here's the solution. Mayor Mamdani is putting government-owned grocery stores in New York City for this very reason.
Because you can pop them up in food deserts and you can have base level prices to fend off some of the worst of that greedflation that we've been running into. Or is that price going up on y'all? Oh, my bad. Oh, it did go up a little bit. Oh, I did it again. Oh, do you know this price just keeps creeping up? You know, that Iran, that's just, you know, these prices. Well, when there's an independent entity that isn't really trying to make a super profit, just enough to keep the lights on because it's run by the state, they don't have to mark up the prices, which means you and your private company can only go up so far before people are like, you know what, fuck that. I'll just go to the fucking the state one if you guys are just going to rip me off.
I would say you don't even have to do government-run grocery stores, non-profit grocery stores.
Right. We need to eat, y'all.
Yeah. So one way to solve this is government action, not something that Texas is ever going to do in the correct way. But one way to solve this is by government-run or nonprofit-run grocery stores with government assistance. And then you could be like, this tomato actually costs what a tomato is supposed to cost. And you can buy it for 50 cents or whatever.
Damn. See, Tim got them crazy high prices over there at Tim's grocery store. 50 cents a tomato.
50 cents a tomato.
God damn.
Down here at Crazy Tim's grocery store. My
should be
prices
like-
are so low you'll think I'm crazy.
It should be like 8 to 12 cents a pound. Them of like 50 cents each. Damn. Better be a big ass tomato.
It's one of those giant like hothouse tomatoes, one of those fucking heirloom tomatoes.
Maybe I'll give you like 35 cents a pound.
Let's see. What's the market?
Tomatoes per pound?
Yeah. What's the market price here? Because that's what we're talking about. $2 a pound.
Thanks, Trump.
$1.49 a pound. $1.49 a pound is the market price
that's
for
so high
for tomatoes on the vine.
You know, we didn't have that problem when we could grow our own fucking shit and have it picked in our own country and then sell it. Because tomatoes we can grow, unlike bananas and coffee. Stupid fuck.
Last time the market price of a tomato was 50 cents a pound was 1980, Mikey.
Old man.
Yeah.
Onward.
Let her finish.
And that's going to be, fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, but that's not what we have. That's not what they have access to by reducing the unhealthy foods. It just reduces the amount of food that they can purchase.
What they do have access to, convenience stores.
A lot of small businesses like ours aren't going to have like grocery aisles like lettuce and produce and all of that stuff.
Andy Torres says the restrictions have hit his customers.
I mean,
and
all of that
stuff. Look at what's in his store. It's Lay's products and ice cream,
and sodas and juices and punch and stuff.
Not saying that like you can't sell that stuff, but like that's his store,
right?
Andy Torres says the restrictions have hit his customers and are unclear.
I think it'd be better if they had like an exact list, because there's kind of like a gray area of what you can and can't sell that's not really specified.
Have to retrain the customer and retrain the cashiers? Huh. I wonder who said that earlier.
It's also the law is purposefully vague.
Right.
So
they can do whatever they want.
Bottom line, an analysis by the National Grocers Association shows the cost of convenience stores to cover changes.
Oh, that fucking guy. Where's the guy that was in the chat that's saying it's not going to cost anybody any more money? Oh, here's the proof right here.
Yeah, I'll go up and grab it. See, this is what I mean. Everyone thinks they fucking know everything, and then they're like, "Oh, there's no way these two." Why the fuck do you think we pick shit that we know what we're fucking like? We know what we're talking about. That's why we picked it, dumbass.
He didn't even wait.
Why would we pick shit we didn't understand? Here you go.
There we go.
No regulating / administrating SNAP costs far less than the actual SNAP benefits distributed. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, it just costs grocery stores an extra $1 billion every year.
Because you have to rent a hall, you have to have a conference, people have to take off work. The manager is away from the fucking store for the day. Every time they change anything, you have to retrain the whole state.
So in 2024, they're saying the amount is equal to 2% of income for all food retailers. This is the amount that it's going to cost to retrain everyone and redo all the databases.
Yes.
2% of their profits. You think they want to? Do you think they're not going to put that on the customer?
That's why you don't do that unless you need to. And that's just the convenience stores. Look down there. See, it's not so bad for like the super centers.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
They have the money. Like 215 million, they got that. But it's still expensive. What are the convenience stores supposed to do? Nothing. They're not going to they're just going to be out $1 billion of sales. And that's it.
Right.
So they're all going to be closing up or start selling shit milk. I don't know.
Right.
What can they sell? But you got to have a different license for that.
Apples.
And that's the other part of the thing. If you really wanted to get rid of fucking food deserts, you would do some sort of grant program to help convert some of these convenience stores into small markets. But you have to have infrastructure. You need to have major HVAC upgrades. That's why they can't. That's why they can't have that in like a bodega or something like that. Because you need industrial food food grade safety equipment. You have to have real coolers, real freezers,
Right.
like that shit's expensive. If you want to put out grants to start doing that for people so that they can carry fresher stuff, that's the way to get people off of sugary drinks. Just cutting the money and then keeping it so you could send it over to Iran so they can get it blown up again. That is not the answer. Help the stores. Don't help the fucking states save money.
So it took us a few minutes, but there's your proof.
Boom.
And ensure compliance with the new restrictions could total $1 billion.
And I get to see the progress.
Nutritionist Stacey Ellis is optimistic about the health outcomes that may result.
I do feel that the message that the government gives plays a huge role in what its citizens will consume. I really think that we will see some improvement.
But Brittany Quick says the new restrictions won't make her drink less soda. And for many busy working parents, convenience
look
is
at all the
driving
soda
their
she has.
choices.
2 fucking 12 packs. She's got kids. It fucking stresses her out. And she wants a fucking Dr. Pepper every once in a while. Leave her alone.
Also, it's Texas. Dr. Pepper is a fucking religion down there.
Also true. You're going to tell Texans no Dr. Pepper? Good luck. It's gonna be
The ability to walk by the
outrage.
freezer, grab something, and go out.
There will be riots in the streets.
There will be Dr. Pepper going into the gutters.
You'll have to teach your children about the Dr. Pepper riots of
We're gonna be talking-
2026.
We're going to be talking about riots too later.
And hand it to my child in the car, say, eat this on the way, because I was so busy I forgot to make time to make a meal. That's the war that goes on in any parent's head.
For parents with few options to put food on the table, Quick says the SNAP restrictions are just one extra burden to carry. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Stephanie Tsai in Garland, Texas.
This is us winning.
Yeah,
This
so
is
much winning.
This is what winning looks like when you just like flatly oppress your own people for capital. Imagine it.
I love Tesla.
Exactly. As if these companies give a shit about either any one of y'all. Any one of y'all. I'm going to the playlist.
Yeah.
Pathetic. They are effing pathetic.
Oh, quick shout out to Rudy Giuliani. Here he's in the hospital.
You said quick. Oh, I hear he's in the hospital.
I hear he's in the hospital. In critical but stable condition.
Oh, I see. Your clips went in between my clips. I was like, what the hell?
Clips are all up in your clips, baby.
Get your
We
clips
don't like
out of my
them.
clips. All right. Let me.
Because you are making the president look bad.
I think we missed a super chat.
Did we miss a super chat?
This one.
Oh. I also blame everything on Iowa going first. Fuck Iowa.
Fuck your face.
Exactly. Hey, Iowa. Fuck you.
I don't know why they should go first.
The whole state.
Open the
Each and every
fucking
one of
street, you crazy bastards.
Each and every one of you. Let's see, 720. And
Justices at the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments on Monday in a case that could determine whether thousands of cancer patients can keep suing the manufacturers of the popular weed killer glyphosate, or Roundup. The pesticide was developed by Monsanto, which was bought by Bayer in 2018. Critics of Roundup have long alleged a link between the herbicide and cancer. On Monday, justices appeared to be split on whether a federal law that regulates the sale and marketing of herbicides preempts state-level lawsuits against manufacturers. The case centers on whether the federal government or states should decide what warning labels should be put on herbicides. The main
so not only are we just trying to do revisionist history, but let's push forward in this brave new future.
plaintiff in the case is a Missouri man named John Durnell. He's alleged 2 decades of chemical caused him to develop blood cancer. A jury found Bayer had failed to warn him of the risks associated with Roundup and awarded him $1.25 million in damages. The Trump administration, which is called Roundup Safe, is siding with Bayer. Meanwhile, Mother Jones and the Center for Investigative Reporting have just released a major investigation looking at how the U.S. Forest Service has been rapidly expanding its use of the herbicide despite concerns about Roundup safety. In a moment, we'll be joined by investigative reporter Nate Halverson. But first, let's turn to excerpts of a...
So, needless to say, Trump and his minions have decided to take Roundup into the national parks.
Yes.
Thoughts?
Roundup has been terrible for quite some time. Monsanto is a monster of a company, and so is Bayer. And the Trump administration clearly doesn't care about people's health.
No, we'll just, for the people who complained about chemtrails,
this is literally that.
And then they get their administration in there and they're like, all right, now let's just spray Roundup all throughout the nature preserves. Number one, nature preserves don't need your fucking help.
Yeah.
All right. Most of the world could do with a little less human intervention. We're doing quite enough already. But to put one of the most toxic things to plants in a why would the forest need weed? Exactly. The funny thing about forests are not a lot of weeds because not a lot of sunlight down there. That's the way forests work. I did an entire campaign against Roundup when I was doing marketing for an organic farming implement company. Fuck Roundup forever. Indeed. It is
stupido.
Like, and to think like this is just like we were saying it is right after inauguration. He's going to find the opposite person for every job and put that person in that job.
Yes.
So to find anyone who is going to be in charge of the interior, who doesn't just like immediately keel over and retch at the sound of Roundup, lets me know that he picked someone using the same standards as Hegseth for fucking for defense, Patel for the FBI, Bondi for DOJ, RFK Jr. for fucking health, McMahon for education. Counter picks.
I believe Secretary of the Interior is Doug Burgum.
Good old Dougie.
Short documentary he made as part of the investigation he did with data reporter Melissa Lewis.
We found that over the past 20 years, the use of glyphosate has more than quadrupled in California forests.
Check out this map that Melissa made. We only have...
Like, what are we doing, guys?
Not California. It's already
These
on
numbers
fire
on
all the time.
California, because the state is crazy enough to make everyone report their pesticide use. And thank God they do, because no other state apparently does it. And so we have almost no clue what it looks like elsewhere. Almost no clue. I dug up this crazy long appendix to another crazy long EPA report, and guess what? It gives me an estimate for national use. And you know where it estimated that 90% of forest...
You know what that is?
No.
Cardboard.
Oh.
Spraying was happening in southern states. So California is only a drop in the bucket. These southern states are some of the biggest timber producers in the country, and companies are using it right after they log the land, spraying glyphosate everywhere to make way for the next generation of trees. The timber companies and the Forest Service are using Roundup in the woods to help trees grow back faster. And then one day they can cut them all down again, make more money, and repeat the process.
Great.
Yay, capitalism.
Aren't you guys sick of the same bullshit? Doesn't it get old? Doesn't it get old?
Capitalism.
Eller Fly is right. Don't just sit there. Tap that like button.
Oh yeah, you should like and subscribe, and also I never got to do our ad, so hey, we have bin t-shirts.
Hey, I see that.
Yeah, the fuck the hell off t-shirt. We have many more designs designed by McKinnon. They're all on our TeePublic website, and I'll post the link. But like and subscribe, become a member.
Do that stuff. Do that stuff. Where did it go? Oh, I lost my timestamp. No. So there was an incident down in Houston. Well, we'll just let it play.
Welcome and thank you for joining us for The Factor on Censored HPD.
I gotta warm you guys up on the racism. You know what I mean?
Officer Ashley Gonzalez has been at the center of many discussions here on The Factor.
I don't know if I like this suit or not, or if I love this suit.
I like it. It's nice. I don't think it should be the same color as his tie, though. I think that's a little off-putting.
She's been stripped of her police powers after the release of an alleged video of her repeatedly using the N-word. But beyond the badge, this incident exposes a much deeper, uncomfortable truth that few people want to tackle, talk about, even.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you're going to want to watch this.
Oh, yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Address the unspoken tensions between the Black and Latino communities. It's a long-standing issue that people have been bringing up behind closed doors.
And I'm like very pro-Latina, but like being pro-Latina is like calling out in our community, and our community can be very anti-Black.
The tension between the Black and Latino community needs to stop. And we need to be the generation to stop it.
And we have multiple questions. What is really driving the wedge between these two groups? How do we fix this? And is...
Uh-oh.
I've never had my flabbers so gasted.
Thank you, Shaza D. And I see you got Zeus, Zero, Dexter, Cash Dog, Boomer, Axel, and Apollo. The pups. Even our posthumous pup.
This Our America. Joining us now, President of Houston Millennials, Ivan Sanchez, podcast host, Dennis Reyna, CEO of Regal Media.
Yeah. Bragazole, what up?
No versus Black is totally wrong. This is about the MAGA mindset versus the minority community. I looked at her voting history, and she's a Trump supporter. I mean, are we surprised what's going on here? Couple of years ago,
I don't think it.
I gotta pull up our other cursing on the air incident. We had a few cursing on air incidents recently. Most of them by Scott Jennings, which we are going to laugh at in full. Adam Mogler got his ass, and but I think this is another instance right now.
It's that simple, though.
A couple of years ago.
Really quick, I don't think it's that simple. I think you have an individual who grew up in the Hispanic community, and she clearly was comfortable in saying that before she became affiliated with a political group.
Well, they're all coming out of the shadows. Let me give you an example. I was one of the only brown kids in my football team with all black and white football players. My heart was broken after graduation in 2006. I'll fast forward to 2015, 2016. They're all just ranting the most racist shit on Facebook.
We apologize for that. We don't say the S word.
Once
again, we apologize.
My bad. But look, I have my high school reunion, my 20-year high school reunion coming up, and I'm just going to be very blunt. People have empowered me to use my voice to speak truth to power, and I'm going to confront these folks. They were hiding their hatred for a very long time, so it comes from stemming from their parents giving them this hatred. So
you can take the boy off the podcast, but you can't take the podcast out the boy.
There might be a divide because we're not perfect, but we have a lot of work to do.
All right, no more S words, no more F words.
Yeah.
But let's continue this conversation.
Now we're gonna skip this next guy because he was boring. But I think this is this it?
They're all from Houston. They're all from Texas.
Yeah, this is the part.
Hateful and whole.
Okay. Did I even play what the lady said? Yeah, for sure. You know what, Chris, it says Isaiah Factor uncensored. And he told that man not to say the shit word. Isaiah, Mr. Factor, you have some explaining to do. The hypocrisy on your network must stop. That man says uncensored right there by his name. And then you said, excuse the S word. Is it really uncensored? Is it really? Man, it literally is right there behind the guy's head. It's right here. Where's my mouse? Oh, my mouse is green, so it'll never show up.
Both my kids are both half black, and I had to realize, like, I have to be the one to change it. My black friends weren't telling me to stop saying it. I have to be the one to change it because I have to also teach my kids that whoever is going to use this word is ignorant, right? And I think that it starts there because...
All right, I was going to ask you guys, and then Chris distracted me. Did I even play what the lady said? I think I'm going to find the full version. We're going to have some naughty word. Like, I think it's good for you guys to, you know, I'm like, I feel like I need to not hide you from the truth. Does that make sense? Officer Ashley Gonzalez. You know, I feel like, because like I feel like some of you know, but then some of you like assume. But I feel like it's important for me to just like, you know, let the actual thing let the shocking thing shock you. And be like, it was so shocking. No, let me show you this. Maybe it's not shocking. All right. I was trying to wait for Tim to get here, but he's taking forever. Oh, but okay, Tim.
I've returned.
No, it's not like you and Tim don't drop F-bombs in there. That is true. We are very cussy. But we're talking about Officer Gonzalez, Tim. You ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
The amount of times that I will always and forever say that I hate. Oh my God, I hate. Like, I hate y'all. Like, you, like, I don't. Oh, we were slaves this and that. I don't give a. Like, for a reason, you guys were slaves. You guys don't know anything better than the deal. Like, oh my fucking God. Like, I was literally eating food with my friend. He had his, oh my God, like, I don't know, por Dios, por gracias de Dios, I had my fucking wallet next to me, like my whole purse, and those, like, that little small ass decided not to steal my wallet. Oh my God, I would have grabbed my heel and like whooped the out of that ass. But like, whatever, right? Some other, but no homo or nothing. Y'all don't know how good it felt to say like out loud, like goddamn, like oh my God, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. Like I kid you not, I don't know what the came over me. I grabbed that by the neck and I was like, come here, you. And oh my God, like I felt like the world just stopped. Like it was just peace. Like I don't know. And then he was just like even I in my head I was like, damn, because I called him a dog. Like imagine.
Damn.
So that's who we're talking about. That's
Okay.
That's the officer in question.
There it appears to be pure hate.
Exactly. And then there's the way I'm not gonna lie to you, the way I grew up was I'm literally one of 3 Mexicans around a bunch of black friends playing sports. I didn't see an issue saying the N-word because my black friends didn't see an issue with me saying the N-word, right? I tell this story all the time. I stopped.
Early aughts, the water was a little grayer, you know. I ain't ready to go after it, buddy.
In 2009, after my second child. My second child, both my kids are both half black, and I had to realize, like, I have to be the one to change it. My black friends weren't telling me to stop saying it. I have to be the one to change it because I have to also teach my kids that whoever is going to use this word is ignorant, right? And I think that it starts there because it's a level of ignorance as a Hispanic growing up that you don't know. You don't understand that this term is so hateful and holds so much weight to it that you have to learn that on your own and say, okay, now I need to stop this.
And really quick though, I don't want to get just caught up on the N-word. That's an easy conversation. In the last 30 seconds before we go to break, have you seen or experienced hate of Black people by other Hispanics?
So
that's what we're talking about.
And this was going to go into what I was going to say is my family, right? My family they're all from Houston. They're all from Texas.
Let's hold you there because we want you to finish that story. That sounds juicy. We'll be back with more.
Isaiah, God damn it, you reel me back in with your voice. It's like a deep purple velvet, but there's hills and hills of it. You feel safe.
Factor and our guest, and once again we apologize for Ivan slipping up. He's hot and all of that. We'll be back.
The name of the show is Uncensored. Chrissy is right. The guy, oh, you missed it. The guy slipped up and said, all the racist shit that they're talking about. He's like, we apologize. We apologize.
Stay with us. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We continue our conversation about the real unspoken tension between the...
I mean, listen to that voice. and I'm over here sounding like fucking Scrat from fucking Ice Age as a person.
Black and Latino communities.
What in the what?
Family
I think we all just got fucking neuralized.
I think so.
Check
Did
the date.
Did something in the Matrix change?
Am I me? I'm Tim.
To have very hateful ways in speaking about Black people as I was growing up, right? And as a child, I didn't see, that this was right or wrong. I just saw, okay, this is kind of how my family speaks when they're speaking about, this race or whatever. So as I started getting older, I started realizing like this ain't right. It got to the point that it made me so uncomfortable that I wouldn't even allow my Black friends to come to my house because I never knew what my family would say at that point, right? But as I got older, again, I'm the first person to bring a Black woman into the household and say, hey, this is who I'm with. I had to start checking things as they're being said. I'm at a party. I don't want to be at a family party worrying about what my family is going to say out of line, out of pocket. And now I have to stand up for not only, the woman that I'm with at the time, but my kids. Like you're not about to disrespect any of them in saying what you're saying at this point.
What? It's that time, guys. Not just Latinos. Everybody, if you got a bigot in your family, it's time. Okay? Go ahead and use this Thanksgiving as your launch pad. It's time. Ain't nobody got time to drag bigots into our brave new future. We ain't got that. Ain't no space. It's gonna take everyone's full effort to rebuild this motherfucker. We ain't got space for them. Sorry.
WUSA 9 breaking news now.
And that breaking news is in D.C. tonight. Right now, the Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge is shut down in both directions because a man has climbed on top of one of the arches. You're taking a live look right now. This is the bridge that connects Navy Yard in Anacostia, not too far away from Nats Park and Audi Field. Now, he's been up there for nearly 4 hours now, and we saw moments ago.
Tim, he's still up there.
He's still up there now?
Google it. He's still, or YouTube it. He's still up there. Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge. He is still up there.
That he has a tent, he has water, and yeah, it looks like he's in it for the long haul. Thank you for being here with us on this busy Friday evening. I'm Lorenzo Hall. Tonight, we're learning some new details about why that man is up there on top of the bridge, and it turns out this isn't his first time doing this. Let's get to our Katie Lusso. She is live near the bridge tonight. Katie, what are you seeing? What's happening there?
So bro is on the one of the main bridges going into DC, and he done got them to shut the bridge down because there's obviously a man up on top of there, and you can't just.
He's been there for 5 days.
Bro ain't leaving. Look at his flag.
Not a lot of activity, Lorenzo, has been happening other than he is still up there, and people are really going about.
How you gonna get him down?
That's hilarious.
You want a helicopter in there?
Apparently, he said he's going to come down soon, although authorities have not indicated when that might occur. He's protesting the
business
war.
here along the waterfront, but if you go through the neighborhood, it is a traffic nightmare through this area, and it's the combination of the area being shut down because of this, but also because of the upcoming Nats game. But let's give you a look closer into the bridge, and you can see he still remains up there. He's been up there since 2:15.
Tens of people will be in attendance
This afternoon. And as you mentioned, Lorenzo, this is not the first time he has done this. He's up there with a tent. He has the banner. We understand he has supplies, everything he would need to stay up there. His name is Guido Reistatter, and he tweeted out some pictures. But first, I would actually like to show you some video from the rooftop of one of the buildings here. A neighbor just shared it with me, and it shows DC police up there.
Oh, shit.
Appears they have snipers, but they're really just watching him. And I was talking to DC police just a few moments ago, and they said it is very unlikely that police would go up there. And
I'm not climbing up there for him to push me up. Are you crazy? Can you imagine scaling that thing? Like, come on, man, it's time to go. Oh, shit. Hell no. I'm not finna get pushed off fucking Mufasa style. You go up there.
Go to him unless it becomes clear that he is in need of assistance or becomes a danger to himself or others. So we are likely going to see him continue to be up there for a long period of time, or until
somebody drone him some food.
He is ready to come down. Now, investigators are obviously keeping a close eye on the area. There are police boats in the water and fire crews down below as well. The bridge is shut down as he is up there. Would like to show you some pictures from his tweet that he sent out. It is his view from up there. Again, he does have a tent. And the quote on that tweet is, "End the wars, bring down the Trump regime, stop AI, revolutionary, nonviolent, non-cooperation with evil is our right, power, and responsibility."
Yo, he kind of cooking though.
Yeah, I'm kind of down with it.
End the wars. Yeah. Bring down the Trump regime. Yeah. Stop AI. Yeah. Revolutionary, nonviolent, non-cooperation with evil is our right, power, and responsibility.
I say stay up there as long as you want.
I mean, he won the social media fight. He's clapping cheeks right now. He's winning. So I guess he gets to stay because that's accurate. So yeah. I guess you can't take him down.
So it does appear that he is up there in protest of some of the stuff that we are seeing going on with the Trump administration. He also sent out a lengthy message going into detail about the war in Iran and really, again, why.
All right, y'all ain't gonna read it. Hi, my name is Guido Reistatter. I am currently occupied in the top of the Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge in Washington, D.C. I'm calling on the people of the United States to bring an immediate end to the Trump regime's illegal war on Iran and removal of the regime's power through mass, nonviolent, direct action and non-cooperation. I also want to urgently warn the people of the U.S. and the world of the imminent danger we are in of crossing the point of no return towards the development of artificial intelligence, which poses the risk of a catastrophic harm to humanity, including human extinction. I call on the governments of the world to take immediate action to end this danger by permanently banning the development of artificial general intelligence and machine superintelligence. I also call on the people of the world to exert all possible influence through nonviolent action to compel their governments to end this danger with all possible speed.
Tell me about it.
Oh. Yeah. Viper Scott, 5 British pounds. Thank you so much. Very generous today. Tim Mikey, can you do a co-host with Hogwash Channel guy on USA News? I think he would be a great, just an idea. Let me see. Tim?
Hogwash?
Tim, investigate this.
Yeah, Hogwash Channel.
Investigate this hogwash. Why do they wash the hogs?
If only I could spell.
Wait, Trump accuses Pope of endangering a lot of Catholics with Iran stance. Dude, he should just, they need to take Grandpa's fucking microphone away from him. Take his microphone, take his cell phone, give him a glass of water, no Diet Coke, give him some water, all of his medications, and let him sleep it off for a week. All right? Because he is just running on pure amphetamines at this point. Just diarrhea of the mouth, spraying in all directions. The drywall can't take it.
He is up there. Now, previously, like you mentioned, he did this once before. He did this back in June of 2022, and that was following the decision by the Supreme Court to over.
Yeah, Tim, get your ass up there and get us a fucking interview.
I ain't that close to DC.
You're closer than I am. You're by far the closest of the whole network.
Yeah, but still.
The next closest is Ollie.
I think you might be the next closest.
Maybe. Maybe.
Return Roe v. Wade, and he went up there as a protest in support of abortion rights. That time he was up there for more than 24 hours, and one source telling me that he only came down because he ran out of water. So we do know that he pretty much made himself.
Wait, is that the ocean? I was about to say he should have put a fucking cup and string system. You could reach right down there and got to drink himself.
Very comfortable up there today. Really, in the last hour or so, we saw him putting up that tent. We understand he does have supplies up there. And again, police telling us that it is very unlikely that they will go up there to get him unless, of course, he becomes a danger to himself or others. Or if he tells police, gives them a signal or crews down below that he is in need of assistance, that is the only point in which they would go up there to get him. So who knows how long he will be up there. If he does come down on his own, he will be facing a trespassing charge. That is according to police.
Look at these people doing a new shot down there.
Look at that little old lady.
Now, it is clear what his plan is and how long he plans to be up there. Lorenzo?
Mikey, I kind of want to see that news network behind us because, like,
man, I wonder if we could find. All right,
it's a little old lady being filmed by a little old man. Like, it's got to be adorable.
Hold on.
Mentioned he did this back in 2022. I am still in shock that the city didn't take extra steps to or put any measures in place to prevent.
Anyway, homeboy is up there. I'm gonna see if I can find the other one. But okay.
In Afghanistan,
we have a new prince. The new Adam Mockler will no longer be mocked. He is now Adam Mogler. He has Scott Jennings so fucking cucked, dude. It is hilarious. Scott Jennings. We love to hate that motherfucker. Like, he is one of the smarmiest little shits. Him and Bill Maher are like equal levels of smarm. Just sniveling little brat bitches, real Joffreys of the political sphere. Everybody loves to hate them. But your boy Adam cooked another one. He wasn't done last time. He said, I need a fresh one. So he got a new victim this week.
Just war since World War II. You are telling young people they shouldn't be asking questions. I think, honestly, Adam, that's immensely ungrateful to American service personnel and the people who keep us safe every day.
Get out of here with the damn recap. I hate it when they do that. I hate
Mikey,
it.
Before you move on to this, I think we have to address something. Apparently, we have a problem. So the Benzilla shirt that McKinnon briefly made, Tez bought one before it got taken down and is now walking around with the only Benzilla shirt, and that we can't allow it.
You tried to take the specialness away from it, and what you have inadvertently done is double rared it. Now it's even more rare.
I knew that, so I saw the purchase go through. I have no idea who bought it, but the fact that it's Tez is hilarious.
This ain't a scene, it's a goddamn arms race. It's like you went back in time and like erased your own ability to go back in time. Like or went back right before you were about to, like you went back like 2 seconds.
So we had McKinnon take it down because it is so much copyright infringement. It's ridiculous. And we don't want to get
Godzilla.
We don't own Godzilla. And while it is a beautifully designed t-shirt, we can't sell that.
I'm not going to jail.
Yeah,
for the conflict. But now 61% say that the campaign in Iran was a mistake. And there is a clear generational gap too. While older Americans are split, 61% under the age of 35 oppose the war, and 80% of those under 30 say there were no sufficient.
If this is not like the starkest demonstration of what we have been saying for years. They're not listening to you guys. They are old and stubborn, and they think it's 1983, and they're going to try to like relive their fucking, high school glory. Like they are trying to drag us in. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'm glad that these young people are finally starting to listen to the lessons of Iraq and Afghanistan. But it's very apparent, guys. It's very apparent.
Just look at the generational shift here.
Yeah.
There's a 30-point shift between let's say the youngest voting age generation and the oldest generation on whether or not there's sufficient reason for this war in Iran.
Or even from 29 to 60.
Yeah. It's crazy. First of all, people in the millennial generation, I guess we're all going to be in our 40s soon. What the fuck?
You should know better. Or maybe they're lying about their age.
Maybe they're lying. Millennials, get it together. Come on. We didn't go through all this bullshit so you can be like, I guess the strikes are fine.
I guess it's okay to just shut up. Maybe we should blockade their blockade. Like, no, stupids. Fucking smack all of your faces. No.
Reasons to attack Iran in the first place. This generational divide, I think, when it comes to war, has always been a thing in America, but it seems particularly acute right now, Adam.
Yeah, for my entire life, the United States has been at war with some country in the Middle East, and young people have constantly been told that this will make us safer and make us better off. When we look around at the world today, we are less safe and we are worse off. Millennials grew up watching all of these headlines saying that Iraq had been, defeated, that we had taken out Saddam Hussein and we had killed all the bad guys. Well, that turned into a grinding counterinsurgency that cost us $1 trillion, and it was a catastrophe. The same thing happened with Afghanistan. And now Gen Zers are going through the same thing with Iran. We are watching the same people who defended these first two failed wars go on television and defend another failed war. This war is failing. We have not gotten any political concessions. And I'm sorry, I'm not buying this trust the process line. I don't trust the same people who got us into the prior wars amassed.
Yep. What's the demographic spread of age in the United States? I actually just went over this recently with my class. It's skewing older. The millennials are the largest generation right now, and we're all hitting middle age. So it's sort of the bottom is like this, and then the middle is like this, and then it goes back like up like that for boomers, because boomers is another big generation. But like Gen X is a small generation for us. And Gen Z is a smaller generation than millennials. So it's a bit of a squiggle. There you
go. Represent. I like how the top two little sections is like most of Congress.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. The average age of a congressperson is, I believe, 65.
Yeah, I think it's 65, 66.
And, Chuck Grassley is 100, so.
He's 100 hundreds.
He's 100.
Billions of dollars in debts and are not putting America first on the global stage.
So putting aside, perhaps for a moment, even the politics of this current moment, I mean, is it fair for young people to have that level of distrust of the people, to Adam's point, who maybe defended the last war and were wrong and are defending this war too?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think, honestly, Adam, that's immensely ungrateful to American service personnel and the people who keep us safe every day.
Who the fuck is this guy? The National Review? The fucking right-wing rag, the National Review? Fuck that guy. Noah Rothman is his name? Fuck him.
I got him. I got him, guys.
It was by no means.
I knew this war and we're wrong and are defending this war too.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think, honestly, Adam, that's immensely ungrateful to American service personnel and the people who keep us safe every day. After 9/11, it was by no means guaranteed that there would be no mass casualty terrorist attack on American soil in the immediate aftermath of that attack, especially since we had events in Madrid, in London, etc. And after the attack on Iraq and the elimination of Saddam Hussein's regime, we took a terrorist supporting enterprise off the map.
We don't talk about Iraq anymore as a threat to national security because it isn't. And those who would...
We don't talk about it anymore because it's not politically expedient to talk about it anymore. That's why.
Now, when people hear this on the left or in the Democratic Party, they're just like, yup. Like, it is so crazy that the liberals are so hawky. Whilst claiming to be these doves, they are just little white hawks. You know, they're not doves. They're just hawks with white feathers. So they just don't look quite like a hawk. But this is CNN, by the way.
And it's fine. Like, not this conversation, but the fact that this country is kind of center right is whatever. That's the way the country kind of has always been.
Right.
The problem is the fucking people on the right using the military as a fucking scapegoat for everything. Be like, oh, if you cannot question American foreign policy when it comes to wars, because how dare you insult the veterans?
That is
no
not
one is
what he said.
Yeah, no one is insulting veterans. You know, they serve the country. However, the misuse of the military by this country has been insane.
And I think like a lot of people who are maybe further left than us kind of get stuck in the mire when like when we have like reverence for like Tammy Duckworth and stuff like that, because it's not so much that like we want war to happen and all this. It's like the shit that's happened already has happened already. Let's bring them home, take care of the ones that we got left, and then move forward in a better direction. But to act like we can't, like I think the accusation a lot of the times is like the people on the left don't care about veterans or don't care about like protecting ourselves from other foreign actors or whatever. That's not the case. We don't think we should just like scoop up all the teenagers whenever the fucking missile industrial complex gets bored,
right,
and then just like take all those teenagers and then just sacrifice them. Like, that's the problem, that you just continually just do this like grinding, pumping cycle of all of the young men and women, and you just grind them into dust. And then every once in a while, some of them, you know, pop out and have careers outside of that. That's the problem. So I have empathy for those in, while not supporting the missions that they execute.
And I would argue that some people on the left have a greater empathy for service members because they want to take care of them.
Right.
They want to take care of veterans. They want to take care of active duty service members. They want to take care of people in the military because they're not paid enough. They don't have enough benefits. And there does need to be a second GI Bill.
Or they just screw them over. I mean, Trump's already trying to close up the VAs.
Right.
They already shut down the 988 hotline.
But this is always a distinction that needs to be made. The difference between the military itself and the government's abuse of the military is two different things. You can honor veterans and have reverence for military veterans while at the same time saying that we shouldn't have gone to war in Iraq and we shouldn't be at war in Iran because it's misuse of the military and we're committing war crimes.
And those people are from somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, they should be doing whatever that their little heart desires or whatever they could be doing to benefit the country. We don't need them sitting over in a base. Like, we could use them here being themselves.
Like, people act like it is constantly like the Vietnam War where veterans come home and then they're disparaged by protests and all that stuff. That's not what's going on now.
It's the opposite. They get free drinks, and then they get dragged through Hooters and all that. You know, they have a good time. But it's fake, because when those guys need medical care, the funding gets cut. And when they want to get a loan for their small business, they get everything started, and then the money gets cut, and then they can't get their prescriptions, and they just screw these guys over. And we're the only ones on either side of the fucking spectrum who has any empathy for these people who are being fucking bamboozled. They're not going to do anything for them, so they should just leave them the fuck alone.
Exactly.
Stop recruiting them in the first place.
This guy who's like, oh, how dare you? That's so you know, ungrateful of you. That's very unpatriotic. It's bullshit. It's using the military. It's using the military as a cudgel to beat people with whenever they say the war that we're in is wrong. The war that we're in is wrong. You're good.
Iran is not a national security threat. And are just frankly dismissive of the extent to which American service personnel get up every day to stop these people from executing the attacks on American and their allies that they plan every single day. This is a thorn in our side. It absorbs a lot of American taxpayer dollars, to say nothing of the energy of our service personnel. And I just think it's just ungrateful.
I am so
to say
grateful.
that the service personnel are not keeping you safe when they are.
I feel less safe due to the actions of our.
This is the rhetorical argument that this fucking asshole is making. He's saying that everything that you're saying about the military is just wrong on principle because you're not revering the military the way that I want you to revere it. And so the other guy has to make a point saying, backtracking, saying, of course I appreciate veterans and all that. Like, that's every time.
But that's not what I said. I'm not talking about that. But now
Right.
I have to apologize for something that we weren't talking about.
Right. The goalpost has been shifted.
Gotcha.
And now you have to go back and rhetorically say, oh, well, of course I support veterans and all that stuff. But they want you on tape saying that so that they can beat you with it later.
DI in the corner. Works every time.
Our leaders. I'm incredibly grateful for our servicemen. You're
Well,
doing
your
these-
feelings don't make
Wait,
it a
listen,
fact.
You are
Your
doing
feelings, the way you feel doesn't make it a fact.
You are doing
We are more
let me
safe
finish.
Level one.
He was talking to me. He was talking to me.
Hold on a second, Hal. I'll let you respond.
No one was talking to me.
Let him finish his thought.
You are doing the exact same thing that I just laid out in the opening. You are telling young people they shouldn't be asking questions. They shouldn't be questioning the people
I
in power
love
because
you
it's
to ask some
ungrateful.
questions about the nature of the
Okay, then
Iranian
what was
threat.
ungrateful about what I said? I said that the leaders are making us less safe, and I can prove that. Right now, Iran has control over the Strait of Hormuz, and that is a weapon they didn't have control of 2 months ago.
Of course they did. They shut down the Strait of Hormuz in the 80s. And we opened it up in the 80s.
And by the way,
There was
Iran,
free-
by the
was
way,
there
by the
free
way,
passage
Iran
to the
with a
Strait of
nuclear
Hormuz?
weapon, you think
2
gas
months ago.
prices are high right now? Iran with a nuclear weapon, we'd have unlimitedly high gas prices.
Oh my God. What is this show on CNN?
And then they say, CNN, that's a left-wing show. No, it's a center-right show. It's a center-right network. It's always been that way.
The only liberal show they got on CNN is fucking the show with
Rachel
what's
Maddow?
his name? Huh?
Or Lawrence O'Donnell.
No, that's MSN.
Oh, that's
I'm
MSN.
talking about the comedy show they have once a week on Saturdays with Roy Wood Jr.
Roy Wood Jr.
That's the only liberal show they have.
Is he liberal?
Roy? Yeah, man.
He just be making
Do you
jokes.
do you watch that show? That show's fucking hilarious.
I think we could take it. They need to. Why don't people invite us to these fucking comedy
I
shows?
know,
We're
I know.
hilarious. Shit. Well,
They would take control of the Strait of Hormuz, and they would blackmail the world.
And how much farther away are they from having a nuclear weapon? Where's the enriched uranium right
the fact that this motherfucker said that if they had a nuke, they'd use that to block the strait.
Yo,
really?
and
They're gonna nuke the strait?
Who the fuck is Donald Trump Jr. over there? This dude wants to be Donald Trump so bad. Look at him.
He's doing the what's homeboy who died? Who the actor? Seymour.
Oh, Seymour Hoffman.
Is that him? Don't he look like him?
Yeah, he does. He does. But he's got the Trump
50%,
hair.
50% him, 50% Trump.
Yeah.
He's a 50-50 mix.
He's got the hair, he's got the red tie, he's got the blue suit. He looks like Donald Trump if Donald Trump was like 30 years younger.
No, that's Eric. Oh, hello. That's a good screenshot. Thanks, buddy. Oh, what a gracious gift he's giving me. Boop. There we go. Just save that one for a thumbnail later. Appreciate your service.
And they would blackmail the world.
And how much farther away are they from having a nuclear weapon? Where's the enriched uranium right now?
They're non-existent.
Where's the enriched uranium
We're
right
going
now?
to get the enriched
No,
uranium.
where is it? I want you to answer.
It's buried right now. But
where is it buried?
You're asking me. I'm not in the classified briefings, and neither are you. So just
Where
be
is
quiet
it
for a minute
buried?
and let
We
me
know
finish.
it's buried in Iran.
Let me finish.
Okay, Adam.
We are more safe than we were.
Adam on his ass, TikTok style. You weren't ready for that.
Before we took out Iran.
He's used to COD lobbies.
And Iran's nuclear capabilities. Absolutely more safe. The Strait of Hormuz is going to be open, and Iran's not going to control it. It is. That is
Wait. The other good dude he's arguing with is literally the founder of MAGA ETF, Hal Lambert.
It's opening up any day now, Tim. These people aren't biased. Why do you keep saying everyone's biased?
So they brought this guy on who's got good points, by the way, and they stick in between a dude who's one of the editors for the National Review and the founder of MAGA ETF, who wants so hard to be Donald Trump.
And then this is after he bagged up fucking Scott Jennings last week and made him curse on the air.
Only going to happen.
Mogler in the building, young Mogler, baby.
It doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks or 2 months.
It does actually matter because
not.
economists are saying if it's closed for a few more months, then we're going to go into a recession. So it does matter.
No,
it absolutely does matter.
No one's predicting that because the markets that are all-time high.
No one's predicting that?
The markets that are...
They ain't at an all-time high. You mean the price of gasoline?
Oh.
The markets aren't predicting it.
With the oil markets?
Inflation rates, the inflation
got his ass.
rate has stayed where it is. And by the way,
what was inflation
by the way, unemployment has stayed low. So when you're talking about the...
We have had the worst job numbers back to back to back to back. What is he talking about?
And inflation's over 3% now, guys.
He's like unemployment's the same. It's like, yeah, because they're not hiring nobody. They fired everyone and they still don't have jobs.
The price of gasoline hit an all-time high on Friday.
Fake news.
Predicting.
Can you look the average American in the eye?
Just to be clear, inflation has ticked up.
Yes.
It has not stayed the same. But Bobby, you were around.
Oh shit. Oh God, that's supposed to be ready. Hold on, let me just get downstairs. Just open this up. I think I left it under.
No, the lie detector determined that was a lie.
For the politics and the conflict of the last two Middle East wars. I mean, what do you make of this generational debate about whether it's wise to be going into another conflict?
His glasses are an excellent choice.
I think the frame of this debate is wrong. Like, you can categorize it as a generational debate, but is it really? I mean, if we go back to those stats, and yeah, older people are more conservative and they're more ingrained in the MAGA movement or whatever, but overall, like, people are like, fuck this guy, right? It's not, it's generational in terms of like, yeah, when you break it down by those age demographics, yeah. But it's still over 50% for people 60 up. And yeah, it gets to 80% for the youngest voting age population if you break them down by those demographics. But
so okay, I see what you're saying. The initial premise is no one wants this.
Right.
These groups especially don't want this.
Right. If you're framing it as a generational argument, it's not really a generational argument. When you look at the numbers, it's an argument of people who don't want it to happen and the fucking right-wing nut jobs who do.
Right. We were at 4:59. I remember.
Conflict in this region.
Well, I can't fault the logic that when you've seen this happen through your lifetime and you're still living with the consequences of it in one fashion or the other, you're bound to be reluctant to get into the war. Nobody is disputing for the fact that for a moment that the Iranians are bad, the Iranian regime are bad guys. But when you hear the president and our leadership constantly changing the explanation they're giving for why we're at war, constantly changing.
Oh, you know what? I just got it. Trump over here trying to treat Iran like they're Democrats. That's what it is. Just the blatant. He treats every other country and every other like body he has to deal with. He treats them like Democrats, where you just make fun of them on the news, say a bunch of outlandish shit on your own social media platform so nobody can take it away because it's yours and you own it. And then and that's how he likes to operate. Yeah, that ain't gonna work with Iran.
Nope.
Them motherfuckers will have a Lego video up of your ass within lickety split. You hear me? They will be dogging you out with them Lego videos if you don't leave them alone.
Changing the timetable of how long this is going to last, and then forgetting how long it has.
Yo, you brought up Kate Nimbus brings up a good point. Notice the maggots don't interrupt the older dude.
Yeah.
and maybe I'll pull up the other one. I don't want to do too much CNN, but when Kat and Adam are on there and fucking Scott loses his shit, it's the young people. They can't stand that young people are like in their political space, in their news political space. They've been a pundit. They're respected. I'm a journalist. I've written books. I've maybe run for office a time or two. And then here's these little assholes from TikTok and these little MySpace bitches coming up into my, like they are very protective because these are exalted seats, if you will, as far as because this is, well, they get paid pretty good to do these CNN hits. So,
well, and also there's a lot of gatekeeping when it comes to the media. They don't want these younger, newer people in new media. And, you know, you got to give it to Trump a little bit, man. He let new media run rampant all over MAGA. And meanwhile, the left is like, oh, we got to stick to the real journalists.
Yeah.
We got to CNN and MS Now. We got to do all that. Like, man, nobody wants to fucking listen to Joe Scarborough all the time. Except for Mikey. He loves it.
Oh, God, where is it? I can never find the ones I want on time.
No, the lie detective determined that was a lie.
Maybe I gotta let it play out. It won't let me scroll. It's doing that thing again.
Oh, I see. It won't let you scroll. Hold on.
Always looking down the end of his
there we go.
Little nose.
Like been going on, then you're right to push back and say, kindly give us a clearer explanation for why we're there, how long we're going to be there for. It's not enough to say, sit at this table and say, it'll be over, and then the Straits of Hormuz will be open. We've got...
You see Adam face? That was... And say, this is why, Adam, this is why I don't like, this is why they don't like you. Mm? This little shit right here, look.
It'll be over,
look.
Then the Straits of Hormuz will be open.
You can't do that as taunting. They're gonna tech you up. They're gonna tech you up.
They're gonna throw a flag on that one.
You heard what he said? Staring him right in the shit.
No indication of that being the case.
Very clearly, the administration has determined, because they've basically ended the kinetic conflict of it all, they've determined that the only way to actually get the things that we want, which is Iran abandoning its nuclear ambitions,
we do not care,
moving away from funding terrorism, is to get to the negotiating table, which is the same truth that existed a year ago after they did the first set of strikes. So, I mean, I think that's part of the problem, is that war has...
I don't get how these guys can just sit here and like, you know, you're dead ass wrong, and it's easily debunkable. You know, people know the right answer, right?
There is a whole bunch of...
If you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
It's not necessarily gotten us the outcome that they say that we are trying to get here.
No, and that's because the rationale for the war has shifted multiple times. No one here...
No, we got new missions now. Now we got to escort motherfucking boats back and forth like a fucking ferry service, because we're tugboats now.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Has ever said we want a nuclear armed Iran. That is a red herring at this point, because it's the only talking point that the pro-Trump folks have, because they've gotten themselves into a situation that they were unprepared for. And what's incredibly ungrateful, you know who's incredibly ungrateful? Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth, for the men and women who are serving in this war, who are on deployments that are extra long, who are not getting their ships resupplied, who don't understand what they're doing over there, who are being taken for granted. Our military...
Hold on a second.
Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards.
Let's see here. The Seneca Project is a bipartisan super PAC dedicated to mobilizing moderate women in support of Kamala Harris's election. Huh.
Democrats are revved up.
Yeah. So you finally show your faces, do you? Now you show your faces.
The military is the greatest in the world, and the men and women who serve are the greatest in the world, and they are being taken for granted as props.
Are you the one that told her to say most lethal army in the world? Was that you?
in a political effort by Donald Trump to make himself feel better so he can distract from everything else that's going on domestically. And now he's gotten himself into a situation where he can't even explain cogently.
Adam, we got to teach you a poker face, brother, because every time I see something, you like you.
Yo, that would be me, though. That would be 100% me. I couldn't hide it. I wouldn't be able to hide it. When they're talking, I'd be like, what the fuck?
You got to, that's when you drink. That's when you take a fake drink of water and then you smile real big.
I'd be very thirsty the whole time.
Get some more water.
Can I? Because these guys are fucking.
And I need a bigger cup.
Why we're there, what's going on, and why the American people should have to pay the price for it. So that's what's going on here. I mean, when I was a Republican for many years, we absolutely looked at Iran as the threat that it is, and absolutely were trying to do things to make sure that they did not continue to be the world's sponsor of terror. But this isn't it. This is not it.
Noah, you talked about Adam, you accused Adam of being ungrateful. I just want you to look at these charts. Look at what happened to public opinion when it came to the war in Afghanistan.
I was just letting them clean up the ungrateful thing because I know that is still grating on all of us.
Dan, was it a mistake for the U.S. to send military forces to Afghanistan?
Wow. I mean, but that took place over 11 years, right? The public opinion, that took place over 11 years. I'm sure she's going to contrast that with the public opinion that has taken place over the last 2 months.
The war started out as incredibly popular, and then it became much less popular. So about half of Americans said that it was a mistake, and about half said that it was not. The same is true of Iraq. Incredibly popular, right decision, 72%. I
don't know if anybody said it, but the fact that he brought up Iraq and Afghanistan in relation to 9/11 as if they're related.
They're not.
Tells me everything I needed to know.
They're only related in the slightest bit of circumstances.
They're related in that the government told us that.
Yes.
Well, told us that initially.
Of it. And by the end of the conflict in 2014, it was down to 38%. Mm-hmm. I mean, are all of these Americans ungrateful? I mean, I imagine many of them have.
That guy's going to
They ended up tasting the consequences of the war, including the impacts on their lives, people that they knew, people who may not have even lost their lives in theater, but came back forever scarred by it. I mean,
to clarify what I had said previously is that it is, in my view, ungrateful to American service personnel to.
Yeah, that's why we invaded Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's why we went to war with the Saudis, right?
Oh wait. We didn't
say that they have not kept us safe. When we do not measure,
that's not what
lives, people that they knew, people who may not have even lost their lives in theater.
In the chambers.
All right, listen, because he's going to try and do it again, and he gets caught immediately. He immediately tries the same red herring non sequitur again.
Came back forever scarred by it. I mean,
to clarify what I had said previously is that it is, in my view, ungrateful to American service personnel to say that they have not kept us safe. When we do not measure,
that's not what
But he didn't say that. So you have to acknowledge.
No. He's saying that we can measure non-events, which is to suggest that the attacks that have not happened, which none of us are aware of, were not avoidable because of the nature.
No, dig up, stupid. What the fuck was that?
Which none of us are aware of. We're not avoidable because of the that have not happened. Saying that we can measure non-events, which is to suggest.
Wait, let me get the subtitles out. What the hell is he trying to say? Oh, there are no subtitles for this.
I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
That the attacks that have not happened, which
I literally have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
None of us are aware of. We're not avoidable because of the nature of these conflicts. And the conflicts themselves are what inspires the attacks. It's almost inviting the notion that America is responsible for the terrorist.
That's not really the argument.
What?
I don't.
That he's making. The argument that he's making is that the people who made the arguments to go into these conflicts in the first place misled,
for sure.
which is a fact, And secondly, that the conflicts ended up lasting a very long time, costing a lot of American treasure, and that those are also facts. So he didn't say it's because they're they didn't keep us safe. That's not actually what he said.
Well, that is kind of what he said. But let's belabor the point. I have all the time in the world for criticisms of the president's rhetoric. All the time in the world. In fact, I think a lot of the reasons why the public is soured on this is because the president never approached Americans and solicited their support, told them the burdens they were expected to bear, and told them why they were going into this. But as important as it is to criticize the president's rhetoric, it's also important to talk about what's happening on the ground. And we are closer today to opening up the strait by virtue of what we heard from Admiral Brad Cooper today and the operation that was engaged over the course of the last 24 hours. Very important. We can't just...
I covered the war in Iraq. I was there for all the arguments going into that war in Iraq. I remember people saying this was the major sponsor of terror. And you pointed to 9/11. Iraq had nothing whatsoever to do with 9/11. And going into Iraq and toppling
where's
that
the person
regime,
in our chat
as
who was
much
like,
as
hey, what do they have to do with each other? And they're like, oh, they're totally related. Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11 at all. Yeah, they're not totally related. Sorry, buddy.
I love when people don't know what the rest of the clip is.
Hated with 9/11, sponsor of terror. And you pointed to 9/11. Iraq had nothing whatsoever to do with 9/11. And going into Iraq and toppling that regime, as much as I hated the regime as any right-thinking people, spawned from the direct consequence of that, the Islamic State, also a terrorist group that came directly out of our actions in Iraq. So, if we want to look at historical precedents, we should not cherry-pick little bits out of a larger picture.
Well. There you go.
Oh boy.
And we got an absolute barn burner. I know we hate Piers Morgan. So I found a clip of our homie. And I figured the UK people would like this. Here, let me do this real quick. Hold, please. Bum, 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 bum. You want to shill shirts for a second? I'm going to refresh.
Yeah.
I am closed up.
First of all, like and subscribe on the Bin Podcast. Become a member. And if you have a moral opposition to YouTube, you can just go to patreon.com/the Bin Podcast. We also have merchandise.
We are Mikey.
Oh, God, make it stop. Make it go away.
We are Mikey.
We have merchandise on tpublic.com. This is our Fuck the Hell Off t-shirt. I'll put the link in the chat. Yay. I'll put the link in the chat.
Oh my God, my screen's resolving so much faster.
And yeah, McKinnon is furious that Tez got that t-shirt, which I think is hilarious. And here's the link. Bam.
Okay, I am refreshed.
Not true. Piers, if you don't mind, can I say something here, Piers? Piers, if you don't mind, can I say?
Yes, I'll bring in Sammy Hamdi to respond. Yeah.
Piers, I just want to. So she keeps talking about the idea. She keeps talking about this idea of rapists and the like. Piers, I went to the website of the Office for National Statistics.
Because Tim, I don't know if you were aware. You got the Patreon thing.
Oh, sorry.
Covering my face. Shout out to 7 of 9. If you're not aware, there was a stabbing attack in the UK over the weekend, and of course, Pierce and his infinite Jerry Springerness had to fucking talk about it. So
yes, I heard.
Brings on one lady, and then brings on this guy.
And the Bureau of Justice of the Americans. And here you can see, these are all the victims saying who their perpetrators are. And here they say that it's people that they know, it's their family members, it's their friends, it's their acquaintances. Only this small number over here is done by strangers or what she calls grooming gangs. You can see the overwhelming majority are done by those that they know or those or their relatives. Nobody says this is white Christian sexual epidemic. If you look at the population, she says that they're being taken over. This is the population of Muslims in the UK and in the US. In the US, 1.1%. In the UK, 6%. Tell me, where is the takeover that's taking place here? Piers, when you look at the crimes that are committed against Brits, and I'm a Brit, I'm born and raised here, against our sisters and our daughters and the like, here are the crimes committed by Jimmy Savile and Rolf Harris. Nobody says this is white Christian rape. No one says this is a white Christian problem. Everybody says crime has no faith and it has no race. This was committed by vile individuals and justice should be delivered. Piers, when you look at the Office of National...
Have you ever seen a Pierce guest get the cameraman to be like, "Oh, I got you, dog. I
Dude,
got
he
you."
came with receipts.
Statistics, and you see the number of people incarcerated in the UK.
He doing the whole presenter thing like fucking what's it called? He doing the
Yeah. And listen,
on TikTok, he said, and this
there's
mouse is $5.99.
there's a lot of people that want to blame race, that want to blame culture, that want to blame ethnicity, that want to blame religion for crimes. And unless those crimes are clearly stated that they were done in the name of a religion, like clearly stated by the individual, you cannot attribute race, ethnicity, culture, religion to crime. The same crimes happen all over the world for various reasons.
Men.
That's sociology.
Men.
Well, men. You can blame men. You can blame men.
The universal constant is men are the problem.
Yeah, men are the problem. You know what, Mikey? I'll refine that a bit. The patriarchy is the problem.
I agree. Chris, you with a little context. Some context on the Golders Green attack. The suspect stabbed a Muslim individual before he stabbed the two Jewish individuals. But there's little mention of that first attack. Yeah, I did hear that too. This morning's before I fell asleep. Before I fell asleep.
Yeah. So the patriarchy is the problem.
We don't need it, guys. It's better without it. Trust me.
You can see that they are overwhelmingly white, but nobody says that this country has a white criminal problem. No one says that this is a Christian problem. Everybody says this is a criminal problem by vile people because crime has no faith and crime has no race. Piers, when you look at the mass shootings in America that kill students and kill their children, this is the data from the Bureau of Justice in America. This is by white shooters. This is by ethnic minorities. No one says that in America they have a white Christian shooting problem.
I'll stay saying that shit. And they're like, Mikey, don't say that.
Because they know crime has no faith, they know crime has no race, and they know that it is individuals who need to be brought to justice.
Wow. So that
cooked.
Yeah,
cooked. Absolutely.
What
devastated.
do you? How do you even come back from that?
That
is, you took a power bomb and you did not get up. Like you got fucking jobbed out in that one.
We're done here.
We're done here.
Clean them up.
They call that a squash.
Mop in the bucket. I gotta change whatever playlist. One of the playlists we have, like there was like an Epstein clip. So every time I open the playlist, like fucking Epstein's just like, nah.
The Unboxed one, every time fucking Charlie Angus comes up, I'm like, oh, Charlie, what's going on?
Hi, Charlie.
Charlie Angus. Oh yeah, by the way.
It's Charlie Angus here from Midas Canada, the Resistance Tour, and I watch the Bin Podcast Network. You got to watch it. Sign up, follow him.
He's so cool.
That's right. He endorses everything we say.
And he is a punk bassist.
Yeah.
He's in a punk band. Like, why can't we get more fucking politicians that are also like musicians?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
they're
The
also
musicians
awesome.
the musicians are gravely underrepresented in Congress, I would like to say. So I think that there should be a special district in each state for musicians. What do you say, Tim?
Yeah, I think so. Listen, we should have politicians doing Battle of the Bands instead of primaries.
Not doing that in Louisiana.
A group of state lawmakers worry that recent measures are targeting black elected officials in Louisiana, especially New Orleans.
Andres Fuentes speaks with political experts who say Governor Landry might very well prevail in this fight.
The Louisiana Black Legislative Caucus rallied together Monday.
I'm not going to put it up on screen, but we love you, Shazadi.
Outraged over Governor Jeff Landry's decision to pause congressional elections until a new congressional map can be.
Jesus, look at that fucking district, man. Louisiana is a crazy, corrupt fucking state.
Like, how can anyone say that this is not? And this is the. I have another Ellie Manziel thing explaining this better, but this Supreme Court decision just legalized the apartheid, and for all of you acting like Republicans will do the right thing, they only want to do what's legal and what's fair, and they're not after one group of people in particular. Louisiana is your case study. As soon as they were able to disenfranchise black voters, they did it. As soon as it was able.
Drawn.
The issue today is whether or not a person who looks like me will have an opportunity to serve in Congress.
The governor's move came after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled Louisiana's current map with 2 majority black districts is unconstitutional, since race was a factor in its formation. The election pause, coupled with bills to
Was that you?
It wasn't me.
Oh, I thought you said pause.
eliminate black elected officials like Orleans Parish.
The video said pause.
Yeah.
Criminal Court Clerk Calvin Duncan caused outrage among caucus leaders.
They wasn't satisfied with Judge Gravelet here in the Middle District of what he did last night, so they went to the Fifth Circuit to get that overturned. Now they're trying to remove black judges in New Orleans as well.
With the caucus supporting court battles against the measures, political analysts say it could be an uphill battle.
Proving blatant racism in court is always very difficult.
Dillard University political analyst Dr. Robert Collins says, per the Supreme Court ruling, states are allowed to create congressional maps based on party, meaning the governor could be justified in approving maps that eliminate black majority districts if it benefits his party.
So,
as soon as they were able.
Yeah.
I have a counter strategy.
Okay.
Run Republican.
Like that lady did in
flood them out of their
Carolina?
own shit.
Yeah.
Since you're going to thin out the Democratic Party, flood them out of their own shit.
I think the problem they're going to run into once again with this redistricting and gerrymandering stuff is they're going to thin out their own margins.
Yeah.
To a point where all those seats can become winnable. Because listen, this is all in an effort to make November a little bit more palatable for Republicans.
Right.
Because they are still going to get fucking stomped into the ground by 10 to 15 points.
Crush like a little horsey. Clap, 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 clap.
Right. A rock is going to fall on that party.
Like Wile E. Coyote.
And all they're doing is trying to mitigate absolute disaster. That's why Louisiana is rushing to redistrict. That's why Florida is trying to rush to redistrict. That's why all these other states are trying to rush to redistrict. Because they know they're not going to win. And they're trying to reduce losses.
Look, are you trying to imply that Mike Johnson, what's the timestamp? 137. Where's that map at? Yo, Mike Johnson's district is this light blue one. They pulled the black people out of his district. He was like, yeah, they can go. Here, put them in that new district. That's what I'm talking about. So now Mike Johnson is going to have all them black people in his district.
Here's the larger problem that they're going to create for themselves. They are going to have to redistrict every 2 years to keep up with the changing coalitions. It's not just about party or race, it's coalitions, and you are not going to have the same coalitions after this election.
Right.
It is not going to be the same people voting for you. Yeah, you'll have the same base, but the independents that make up the larger voting population, they're going to see this for what it is.
Tim, they don't have another choice. They have to do it.
I mean, this is the nuclear option for them.
Right.
This is pulling stops. This is the last thing that they can do to try and save face and not 50 seats. because that's what's coming. I guarantee it. I guarantee you that there will be a 30-seat swing in the House of Representatives, and they're going to lose the Senate. They're talking about Republicans in fucking Republican senators in Tennessee who might lose. And if it's a whole state, if it's a statewide election and then you're in Iowa or Tennessee or North Carolina and you're a senator and you believe that you're going to lose, that's a problem. Maybe your policies are bad.
It could only good happen.
It could only good happen.
Like, again, we're at the touch the stove moment. That stove's getting very, very close, but there's no stopping it. Our hand is going to keep getting closer until they reject Trump, until they get this administration out of here. Their hand is going to get closer and closer.
In court is always very difficult.
Dillard University political analyst Dr. Robert Collins says, per the Supreme Court ruling, states are allowed to create congressional maps based on party, meaning the governor could be justified in approving maps that eliminate black majority districts if it benefits his party.
The Republican supermajority in the state legislature wants to send more Republican congressmen to Washington.
As for the measures against the Orleans Parish Criminal Court clerk and the criminal court judges, Loyola law professor Dane Cialino says GOP lawmakers could get a win in those cases too.
It's somewhat surprising that there have not been institutional changes in the court system for this long.
Cialino says it's difficult to argue against the legislation when supporters cite New Orleans' need to downsize.
There is a rational basis in population decline, in...
Oh my God, my internet is pooping.
Your internet is going down.
All right, stop. All right. Okay. The last one was like that Ellie Manziel one. If you can share for me.
Okay. Let me
Yeah,
get
see,
to
it's moving fine on this one.
I think you just got they're throttling your internet.
We're getting too close to the truth.
That other day when my internet went down, Mikey texted me, he's like, "You're getting too close."
Meet me at the dead drop.
What was the name of it, Mikey?
It's like 198. It's like all the way at the bottom. Just hit end. I always just do that.
Oh, here we go. All right, last one, and then I got to go.
Yeah. I gotta adjust the kiddo who is falling
Share
asleep.
screen.
She's falling asleep. Okay. So we'll let it rock for a couple of minutes, and then I think it's towards the end that we want to tap back in. Ellie is the man. Like, I would love to get him on the show, and I think he might do it because he's like awesome like that. And I see him on smaller channels all the time. So we'll have to put some feelers out there. Ellie, we would love to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Who's justice correspondent and columnist, the Alfred Nobler Fellow at the Type Media Center, author of 2 books, New York Times bestsellers, Allow Me to Retort, and The Black Guy's Guide to the Constitution, and A Bad Law, 10 Popular Laws That Are Ruining America. Ellie, good to see you, my friend.
Nice to see you here on this day of the South resurgence, the Confederacy's resurgence. I've been joking, Dean, that what we're really waiting for is for the Supreme Court to rule that the South won the Civil War 6-3. Like, that's
6-3. It was there could be a concurring opinion by Alito or something.
Thomas,
like someone Thomas writes a concurring. How deep down I always knew
Negroes could always go to the North. That's going to be Thomas's concurring opinion.
God.
All of this. There's something I've said in the show over and over, and I repeat it just so that people know that I'm a genius.
A little bit.
That
get past the intros here.
In Congress, that's the highest in American history. The other thing that the Voting Rights Act did, and a lot of people don't think of it because they think of it as a purely racial act.
Okay, so to catch everybody up, so what they're talking about right now is how this Supreme Court case is like the third slash at the 14th Amendment for what it actually represents. And this was like
Yeah.
the last piece of it.
Before we continue, Mike, we have a couple of questions about are we doing Delta Green tonight, and when is the next show?
I don't know if we're doing Delta Green tonight.
Yeah, I am unsure. The lads couldn't get together last week.
Right.
So we will see. But I will be around for food show tomorrow. So
Food
1
show
p.m.
for sure.
1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for the food show, at the least.
At the least.
But it also opened up the aperture for women to vote, especially Black women and Hispanic women, right? So before the Voting Rights Act, the 19th Amendment meant nothing for Black women. The 19th Amendment was some white feminism that they were on, that even the people the white suffragettes who were fighting for it weren't really fighting for the rights of Black women to vote. But the Voting Rights Act changed then. Changed the ability for women to represent themselves in Congress as well. Before the Voting Rights Act, 13 women in Congress. Today, 154. This has been the most important and the most successful piece of legislation in American history. And that's why they hate it, because it works. Because it actually works. It actually gives.
In general, whenever something works, Republicans do hate it.
God, this has really grown into a wildfire, hasn't it?
Like,
Blacks and women everywhere. Talking.
I think the best example is like the Affordable Care Act is fucking Republican legislation, and because Obama did it and it worked, they were like, we hate this.
I always hated that fucking Romney care.
Literally written by the health insurance industry, and they're like, we fucking hate that shit.
Literally written by the Heritage Foundation.
Right.
With Big Pharma. Brought to you by Obama. Whatever, people like it, and it's still the worst thing ever. It's yours, dude.
If you ever wondered why they couldn't figure out a way to replace it, because it's their idea and they don't have another one.
It took them a long time to come up with that.
Political power to non-white, non-cis hetero males, and that's why they hate it, and that's why they've destroyed it.
So, I mean, Ellie, is it overly simplistic to say that the goal of the white right on the Supreme Court and also in the GOP is the idea of taking us back to a time where white male
like a perfect mix of our dogs.
Power was unchallenged.
Look at the maps, Dean. Look at them. I mean, we were talking offline about.
If me and you did the fusion dance, we turn into Ellie Mistel.
We would.
And our dogs are fused too.
You want to skip towards the end of it?
Yeah. Just find a nice little chunk.
Yeah, maybe like the last 10 minutes.
But everybody check out this episode. I'm putting out our playlist has hit 200 videos, so it's about time for me to reveal it. So I'll reveal it in
number 3.
Yeah, I'll reveal it in a community post later on today. So you guys can
take
watch
it away.
All of our evidence from all of our episodes for 100% transparency.
And this is the time where we should use that club in our bag.
It's interesting, my friend.
Oh, what happened, Dean? What happened in practicality is that.
I'm going to go back.
Huh?
He was talking about stacking the courts and how he wanted to. The gerrymandering thing. This is what I forgot to say. Well, we talked last week about the stacking and cracking. This is the stacking and cracking.
Yeah.
Now that they have the decision that they want, now they can take. Okay, I know in this area I have about 20% or like 40% Democrats or whatever. You make the districts in just a way so that blue area will never have enough to actually beat the majority, no matter what.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they all show up; they'll still lose.
Well, and that's part of the thing the Voting Rights Act sort of forced to happen was that you couldn't just dissolve a minority into nothingness in your state and district wise. You had to at least put one district that represented that minority in there, depending on what the population size was of that minority. In Louisiana, they were trying to get a second district that was a black majority district, and that's what the Supreme Court case was about. And what Alito and fucking Thomas said was that, well, you can't actually do that because it's racism to do that, and it's gerrymandering in regards to race, so you can't. And now they're like, oh, okay, well then we'll just make every district a white majority district. That's fine. We're fine with that.
No,
That's great.
not white Republican.
Yeah, no. It's like they said, I think at the very beginning, it is very hard to prove in court something based on race.
Right.
As long as you're not explicitly saying, we don't want all the black people in our district, then it's fine.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the Supreme Court said. So you're about to get a whole bunch of people saying, well, we can do it based on party. And, the Republican Party is, guess who the majority is?
Be a real shame if a bunch of people move to a red state.
Yeah, right.
Be a real shame.
Man, you'll see white flight all over again.
Imagine if a whole bunch of cucked up libtards just started spreading out to like Oklahoma and Wyoming and the Dakotas.
Oh my God!
It wouldn't take but 20,000 people in each city.
Oh my God! I have the perfect political strategy. You find
divide and conquer.
You find these states with like the smallest populations.
Wyoming,
the smallest. North Dakota, Wyoming, Idaho, South Dakota. All these states where nobody fucking lives there, and
start a commune.
Start moving there. Start living there. It won't take a lot to shift their voting demographics.
Yeah, we should all we could be like nomads. Every 5 years, we go to change the tides of the political tides go where we tell them to go. Just
Once you start seeing like fucking Idaho and Montana turning blue,
and then changing all their laws, and then we'll change it behind us. Slugs. The blue slug movement.
Oh, I guess you guys are doing third-party based gerrymandering now. Like your state legislature can't do it anymore. You're gonna have to have an independent commission.
Yeah, we go in and put an independent commissions from now on. They're fucked. Every half census we move.
That'd be hilarious.
Imagine that with this particular Supreme Court, they'll just say, actually, jurisdiction stripping, like I imagine the Supreme Court will resist that interpretation quite strongly.
He was talking about there isn't anything in the Constitution that actually gives the Supreme Court last say on anything. Right. And Congress can actually strip them of their jurisdiction on a case.
Yes.
So that is an option once the midterms happen, where if the Supreme Court does get crazy, Congress can actually take the case away from them.
Yeah. And we don't have time for it today. So tomorrow we'll do our little civics corner.
Yeah.
But when we get to Article 3 of the Constitution, it's the smallest article and it's the Supreme Court. And it basically says the Supreme Court is just the highest court in the land. Like that's all it says. They get to interpret laws. That's it.
There's no hammer behind that.
And we can talk about all the chief justices who changed the role of the Supreme Court over the years because it's crazy.
Like which
go ahead.
Which again leads back to court packing, which again leads back to court expansion. You appoint enough justices that agree that jurisdiction stripping is
29.
constitutional and agree to keep their nose out of the laws that Congress passes under this idea.
Jurisdiction stripping is really intriguing idea that I've got to do. I saw you touch on it, and I have to do more research. But look at Marbury versus Madison. I mean, you've got the idea of judicial review of statutes going all the way back to the first famous Supreme Court case. Would that, I mean, under Marbury versus Madison, the Supreme Court can go like, well, we can overturn this law that says you have to take our power away. We're the ultimate.
By the way, Chief Justices is a great name for a band.
A punk band?
A punk band, yeah. Get a punk band, call them the Chief Justices.
That'll be our album, Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Arbiter. Isn't that where it comes from? That idea that ingrained in us that it was because of Justice Marshall, right? It was Chief Justice.
That's the first. Marbury versus Madison is the first use of judicial review, and all I'm pointing out is that judicial review is not in the Constitution. That is a power the Supreme Court gave to itself in that case.
Wasn't it?
right? So if the Supreme Court can give that power to itself, guess what? Congress can take it away because it's not written down anywhere. It's not textually written down anywhere that the Supreme Court has this authority.
Checks and balances, bitches.
We can get them.
Fucking get them.
This is why we have smart people on our team. Let's fucking go, baby.
And Congress can take it away. And this is the time where we should use that club in our bag.
It's interesting, my friend.
What would happen, Dean? What would happen in practicality is that you pass the law, and then the Supreme Court would say, we don't agree with that law. We don't agree with the jurisdiction stripping. We're going to make a ruling. And then the blue states would say, well, no, the Supreme Court is out of pocket here. We're not going to listen to the Supreme Court. And the red states would say, no, the Supreme Court actually is correct here, and we're only going to listen to the Supreme Court and not Congress. And then and that becomes the problem, because then who gets to win in that becomes where are you going to send the troops? Right? Like that it quickly escalates. You see how it's a little bit of the Ron Burgundy. It escalates kind of quickly. If the Supreme Court doesn't go for it, you have a rift between red states and blue states. But I say to that, we have a rift now. The rift is already there.
Yeah, and the Supreme Court created the rift.
We be rifted already.
we already rifted when they overturned Roe v. Wade. And when they gave the president immunity from his own fucking crimes.
Citizens United.
And Citizens United. Like,
that was
the fact, and we've said this before, the fact that the state that you live in determines what exact rights you have is wild.
What? What?
We should try to win.
Insane.
Yeah. Especially if you're a woman. If you're a woman, there are certain states you don't want to live in no more.
Cages for all of us.
Yes, cages for all of us.
In the rift, as opposed to pretending that it doesn't exist. It's bad. Like they're no, and I guess like it's supposed.
I want to say he's got like a real Neil deGrasse Tyson kind of vibe, but except it's politics instead of astrophysics.
Supreme Court.
Yeah.
So like politics is in it, but he's the law guy.
Right. But like he's got that same kind of vibe where he can like, I guess, explain things in terms that people can understand that are probably very complex. Like the law and the Supreme Court are very complex things.
I feel like they shouldn't be, but goddamn they are.
Yeah.
Supposed to be bad. There are no good solutions.
Why can't it be good?
Well, because there are no good solutions when racists win. There are no good solutions when racists are given power. If we wanted good solutions, we need to stop electing racist people. Since we seem unable to...
Seems like a good plan. It seems... You know what? That's a good slogan. If you want good stuff to happen, you need to stop electing racist people.
Do.
The more you know.
And then we just have a picture of him like looking off into like the distance, just meme that shit.
Do that. We find ourselves in these situations having seem unable to do that. We need to stop electing racist people. Since we seem unable to do that, we find ourselves in these situations having these kinds of conversations.
It's also interesting that as a child through now, being of Palestinian heritage, I've always understood it'll never be easy. It'll always be a challenge. And I was born into struggle. And that's my, like, so anything like that, I'm like, well, this is what was supposed to happen. This is the world. Not that it was supposed to happen here. And the struggle was supposed to be different. But again, so last thing. So Ellie, we've watched the Supreme Court through time. If you watch the trajectory of it, it went through really dark days. You had Plessy versus Ferguson. You had the Pace case that upheld laws that made it a crime for interracial marriage, Dred Scott and all that. And then you had a court evolve. And then you had Brown versus Board of Education. You had Loving versus Virginia. You have Roe v. Wade, Griswold versus Connecticut. Now we're going the other way. We're going back.
Whoa, what did Connecticut do?
What did y'all not do? Y'all are always up to some shit.
I'm going to look this up. I don't know what Griswold versus Connecticut is.
Courts again, where they're taking rights away, gutting the Voting Rights Act, overturning Roe v. Wade, where are we going? Where do you think we're going next? Because it seems like there's a through line here that we're just going backwards and backwards and backwards through time of this country.
The Supreme Court is usually a conservative institution. Like I think, you know, and I've said this before, that liberals have been fooled because for about
Griswold versus Connecticut is the court ruled that the Constitution did in fact protect the right of marital privacy against state restrictions on contraception.
So you tried to block contraception. You bastard.
No. Oh, no. The state of Connecticut appealed it to try and fix it.
Wow. Can't believe you, Tim.
It was
unbelievable.
No, I'm sorry. They did sue the state of Connecticut. Ellie Griswold, who was the head of Planned Parenthood in Connecticut, sued the state of Connecticut. All right. Well, you know, not all states are good, I guess.
Can't pick where you're born.
Can't pick where you're born. Even Connecticut, the fucking bluest of blue states, fucks up. So, you know.
20, 30 years there was this really progressive court, the Warren Court, the Burger Court, whatever. But if you look historically speaking, the Supreme Court is usually the bad guys. The Supreme Court is usually the problem. They usually have their thumb against progress. Progress happens in spite of the Supreme Court, not because of it, except for 20 or 30 years in there, which I think threw everybody's mind into confusion. But I want to go back to what you just said about being Palestinian and understanding that you're born into struggle. Like, I talk about this. I got kids, right? I got 2 black kids, and it has been difficult the past 24 hours looking at them and trying to explain to them without freaking them out that they are coming up in a world where they will have less rights than I do, right? They have fewer rights than I had when I was their age. And that is the world that they are inheriting. I think a lot and I talk a lot. My wife and I talk a lot about preparing them for that world, preparing our kids to fight fights that we never had to, which is shocking. And preparing them to live with a version of whiteness that is so much more virulent than what I had growing up. That's what this case. That's where this case hits me in the feels. Beyond the instant politics of it, beyond the instant law of it, the understanding that the white folks that my kids will have to face are like the white folks that my mother had to face. And I'm the one who's in the blessed generation. I'm the one who got kind of the best version of whiteness to deal with. It is a weird thing as a parent to feel like you were the lucky one and your kids are the unlucky ones. But that's what this case did. This case proved, I think, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that I am in the blessed generation, and my kids will suffer and have less than I did because of what white people are like today.
And I so appreciate.
All right, Mikey. Final thoughts?
Fix it.
Yeah, fix it.
Take some time today, go off on a family member and fix it. We don't have a lot of time left, and the kids deserve better.
Yeah, I guess it's interesting that he framed it that way, because that is probably true, right? There's a bit of a generational gap there in how much power white people had, but the fucking white supremacists are coming back.
Yep. Well, the thing is, they're gonna starve to death in their attempt. That's why the last one had to give it up.
Yeah.
They're getting beat economically by everyone else, so they had to open it up. Diversity turned out to be a strength because there's so many of us.
But Mikey, the Secretary of War/Defense, says that diversity is not our strength.
He wouldn't know anything about diversity in the workplace because he doesn't work.
He just drinks.
He just drinks and abuses women. constantly.
That's I mean, people need to learn their fucking social sciences, I guess, because
Racism is expensive, guys. We can't afford this shit right now.
guys, just like money, we made race up.
True.
Race is a social construct. Doesn't have anything to do with anyone's physical appearance. We just made it up so we could fucking stratify people into classes. And then we decided to do that with money and gender and sexuality, and people are once again, the class system in this country is fucking crazy.
The way I see it, it is 8 billion Earthlings against the rest of the universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hopefully soon everybody else will get on fucking board. Because them asteroids ain't playing, baby. We need a plan. Everybody shut up. Do we have an asteroid laser? Priorities, people. First, let's attain total solar energy dominance, get to a level 1, level 2 society, and then we can start infighting.
Well, Mikey, we don't even have like the movie Armageddon scenario. We don't even have like the rocket ships that can go to the asteroid to set off the nukes on the asteroid. Like, we don't even have that.
It would be like, don't look up. People would literally say, do not look at that thing. It is a lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You will go to hell if you look at it. It'll be entered into some part of the religion or some shit like that. There'll be some mythos behind it. It won't be that, oh, we should get a fucking rocket program together like yesterday and try to push that motherfucker into Mars before it gets here.
Yeah,
throw it into the sun.
That was what, the early aughts the movie came out, Armageddon?
And close my eyes.
And what the president and the military at the time was like, you know what? We need to militarize NASA because some shit might happen. And we need like a joint military NASA spacecraft that can handle crazy shit. No one's thought of that?
Well, I don't want to pay for it. I just want to give tax cuts for fucking Jeff Bezos.
It's always crazy when we come up with like these science fiction stories that are very plausible and people are like, yeah, we didn't do that. We're not doing that right now. Like, it's the same thing with all this AI stuff. Terminator is a movie, guys. And you want to just let Skynet happen.
Of all the sci-fi, they could have went for what's my movie or my show? Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they were up there saying we need to build a Starship Enterprise, I would be like, fuck yes, now. Do that shit, yes. Fuck yeah. Warp drive, I'm on board. Even if we don't have that, we have just tanks and we just push it around. Whatever. It sounds great. I'm on board. New ISS, I'm on board. What these motherfuckers sign up for? Hot sexy pick, like hot sexy pick, and then it just steals their identity and then gives it to some crypto weirdo out in the fucking desert somewhere, out in fucking Arizona in a bunker. Like, this is what we do with the technology. We make fucking weird AI porn, and then we fucking rob people with deep fakes and blackmail them.
But no, Terminator's never going to be a thing, Mike. It's never going to do that. They have. Does anyone remember iRobot with Will Smith? I know it wasn't the greatest science fiction movie, but they literally came up with like, okay, the robots have to obey these 3 laws. They can't hurt people, and they can't do anything actions that would hurt people. And then the fucking robot decided, fuck that shit.
Or no.
And we're doing this for your own good.
I've circular logic my way into overriding my own processes. But we just talked about fucking Eric Trump getting the Chinese contract to get the robots that they can put the AI in so they can drop them in Russia.
Yep.
This is the good idea. We could literally have like I don't know, cleaned up the ocean, fix the rainforest. The barrier reef is dying.
Right. Like, guys, we
carbon sequestration. We could get the plastic island that's floating around out there.
We could be moving towards a cashless, like not like use credit card instead of cash. I mean like moneyless, a moneyless society where we have warp drive. We could be moving towards that,
or
some sort of dystopian hellscape. Like those are our two options.
Like at this point, it's gonna be like not only the AI Terminator bots, and then it'll be like President Tucker Carlson.
Right.
This is like the sum of all fears.
Like we are literally like it's
with VP Candace Owens.
We are literally moving towards Idiocracy, and that movie is so fucking mediocre. But we are literally in that direction. All the stories that we covered today prove that Idiocracy is a social construct that we need to be concerned about.
It's weird, man.
They're gonna start watering plants with fucking Gatorade.
I think they're snapping out of it, honestly. I think they're snapping out of it.
I hope so.
Because you know what's not funny? Yo, they was laughing at Biden over like 20, 30 cents. This shit is not funny anymore.
Yeah.
This shit is what is happening in goddamn Iran? Like they're not, this shit is not hitting. And then all the fucking US fucking gas companies like, oh no, we sold it. They were gonna pay more than you guys.
Yeah. And
no, you got it. You still got to wait for your shit. It's coming.
We're already fucked for the next year. So
you're gonna win the midterms with $5, $6 gas.
Oh man, I would love to see that. I would love to see the Republicans fucking try to explain away $5-6 a gallon gasoline, because that's where we're headed. Defend the war in Iran when the trucks aren't moving anymore because diesel's too expensive.
When the diesel hits 10,
yeah,
and then back to school is gonna happen. Back to school is in September. This is the one thing about midterms that is underestimated. Back to school into midterms. Oh, that is a referendum on that economy right there, big guy.
Yeah.
Because if the diesel's up, so everything from the ports is costing more. All the anything that got shipped costs more. The groceries are going to cost more. And I got to fill my gas with more shit. Oh, yeah, you can go ahead and go. You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, they're going to need a fucking another COVID bailout is what they're going to need. You're going to have to put something together. Give people $1,200.
And this is if he doesn't blow up any of the gas lines. What if he strikes? What if he strikes them?
Or Iran continues striking randomly at the UAE or something.
Yeah.
And they blow up some shit. Like this is
on a knife's edge.
Yeah, it's a perfect shitstorm that we're blockading a strait that Iran's like, you can't let any ships through anyway. And then what is going to happen with this fucking Project Freedom shit? With then U.S. Navy is going to escort ships. No, they're fucking not.
Bro, they're not going to put the whole point of the strait being closed is not that a boat's going to come out there and shoot at them. It's that they could get hit with a drone from the fucking 1 trillion caves that are in the mountain ridge that is 3 miles inland. There's literally like a beach, and then it fucking juts straight up into mountainside, and they have fucking caves all through there full of fucking drones. So if you put your boat out there, the range of the drone is 500 miles. I don't know. Could they hit that is the problem. You can't trust going through there without concessions, without dealing with them. You have to de-escalate the situation, and Trump is completely incapable.
Yeah.
Completely incapable of de-escalating.
One last comment before we go, because we do have to go. Person in the chat, prove that a Democrat could successfully run anything. Person in the chat, I would turn that on you. Prove that Donald Trump can successfully run anything.
Trump found it. Trump
Trump's nope.
The 3 casinos in Atlantic City.
Yeah, Taj Mahal, Trump Taj Mahal. Oh no, wait, it doesn't exist anymore. It got blown up.
The ballroom.
The ball. The U.S. government.
Oh, hey, what's that guy's name? What was that person's name?
JC.
Oh, there you go. This one.
Offet.
That's not true. I live right outside of Chicago. That's not true.
I don't know. Mayor Mamdani's doing pretty good in New York City.
Real shame that all these big cities are doing better. No, what was their other comment? Oh. Have you ever, what state are you in that's running so smoothly? I'd like to know.
Yeah, what?
And why is it Florida? Only Floridians talk like that.
That's funny. I don't think they're there anymore, but
that's okay. Yeah, and I'm glad people are going on strike. A lot of this, like, oh, you guys are some weird fucking lefty fucking what? No, we are fucking pragmatists.
Yeah.
We are telling you what voters are and are not going to react to. And we have been right every time, because it's not about what that poll says. It's about what everything is saying at the same time. How much money do people enter the situation with?
Right.
How many times have they been fucked over previously, and how much do they have remaining? That's the problem. Everyone wants to say the news starts on the very first day that I start watching it. No. People are still hurting from before Biden, and then Biden didn't do anything.
Right.
He helped all the corporations. The people are still hurting. People are still hurting from NAFTA. People are still mad at Democrats because of NAFTA. We got to fix it.
And the Republicans' plan for any of that is to make it worse.
Spend lots of money attacking brown people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that helping?
Dehumanize minorities and make it worse.
What if I gave you racism instead of food?
What?
Convincing?
What if we told you the food you were eating was bad, and then we took away the money for food?
Have you heard of shit milk? That way I don't have to pay those pesky pasteurizers cleaning the shit out of my milk.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Like and subscribe.
Do that.
Become a member.
Do that.
Patreon.com/BenPodcast.
We love you very much.
Yeah, and we will see you tomorrow for a seat
show?
at the dinner table.
That's probably royalty free, right? I could probably get away with that.
Yeah, you probably get away with
I got to get some headshots of us, and then we'll have like the knife and fork. And now a seat at the dinner table.
That'd be hilarious.
I'll workshop it.
All right. All right, let's get out of here. Everyone, see you later. And don't forget to drink your meat.